Hello and welcome. I am the last hit point hero, and you have found your way to Neon Lights Roleplay. We are so very glad you're here and hope you enjoy your stay. Tonight, we return to our playthrough of the Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition adventure module, Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden. Where are you? First and foremost, no attempts to make the story child appropriate have occurred. This is a tale of cold isolation, alien incursion, and self-centered divinities. This actual play stream contains adult language, descriptions of violence and light gore, scary images, and generally speaking, a great deal of gold. There is also the distinct possibility of reversing stereotypical cultural U.S. gender roles, depending on how things play out with a group that we're going to run into. Our players are here to warm the night. Safety tools are in place for the players, but you as a viewer do not have such a luxury. So if you know of any sensitivities to the listed topics, please keep a teleportation spell prepped and ready. Otherwise, sit back, keep all heads, hands, paws, and claws inside the stream at all times. Slap the follow button that I'm sure will spontaneously appear to, the follow button to join the wonderful world of Neon Lights Roleplay, and click the Discord link that will spontaneously appear in chat to be a part of the Neon Lights Roleplay community, and above all else, be good. That's the rule. As for our players, we will go around the overlay, let them introduce themselves, say hello, and answer the question of the night, which is, thanks to T, what would your character dress as if Halloween happened in the Forgotten Realms?
Mm-hmm.
What would your character dress as? That's the question for Halloween. Halloween is over. Halloween lives in our souls forever. We will not allow it to go quietly into November. Starting just below me, the marshmallows in your Lucky Charms. It's Heck.
Oh, that one was so cute. Hey everybody, it's me, Sir Heckalot. I'm a lot quieter on audio. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm just I'm doing a lot of adjustments. Well, I realized I had the wrong nameplates too. I'm doing a lot on the fly here. Hey everyone, I'm Sir Heckalot. And I'm here. I'm on your screen as per usual. I might be playing Astoria tonight, or I might be doing something else. We'll see. We'll see when we get there. I think that Astoria would be such a book nerd to her Halloween costume would be something like a fictional character of some kind, something from Lion the Witch in the Wardrobe,
Dressed.
or something like that. I could totally see it. So yeah, I think that's what she would do.
Amazing.
Sorry, my daughter stuck her head back in. She was waiting awake so that she could hear me do the hello and welcome introduction, but she left the room before I did.
Oh no! Do you want to do it again?
Amelia? Mimi? Okay, tell her if she comes back down, I will do the introduction again. It's why she stayed awake.
That's so cute.
Anyway, continuing down and around, according to Tony the Tiger, they're great. Sal.
Hi, my name is Al Lucart, and tonight I'm playing our dragon bard Mirth, he, him. And for costumes, Mirth would probably dress up like a scarecrow. I think he would get very fashionable with it and have some interesting wardrobe. He would probably be kind of couture, like a little extra for a scarecrow. I think that's what he would look like, with a lot of accessories, including live crows, probably.
Yes.
Yeah, it seems like a Mirth way to be.
Mirth going extra. Yep.
Yeah.
Seems right.
The only way he knows.
It's continuing down and around, Captain of the Crunch, it's T.
Hi, I'm T, and wow, my pronouns are he, they.
Did you just glitch out
It's been a little
mentally?
while, okay? It's been a while, all right.
We're all so rusty.
Yeah, my yeah, my pronouns are he, they. I play Brom, the human paladin. His pronouns are he, him. And T for Halloween would be a superhero. I think he'd probably be Superman.
Oh, he really would.
Yes, and more than once too.
That would just be his thing he does every year.
He just get like a bigger, better costume every year. That's what he would do.
Brom's parents are.
Oh no, I was just gonna say he'd make a decent Superman. I mean, probably not
Zack
as
Snyder.
big, but Zack Snyder.
Snyderverse. Honestly, though, the
Double.
Snyderverse suit rules. I said
It
it.
does actually. It looks good.
It does look cool.
Brom's parents every year. Are you sure you want to be Superman again? You were Superman last year.
Look, my parents weirdly allowed me to be a werewolf. I think he's fine. They were like, "Are you sure you want to be that ugly?" Yeah. They're like, "Okay, here's the shirt." Cut up like a thrift store shirt. All right, we're gonna make your face all hairy. Like all excited.
That's so cute. My parents made me culturally appropriative because my parents being my grandparents, they were like, "Here you go, let's dress you up." And on the hindsight, I'm like, "No, Grandma, no." No, we're not going to be Pocahontas.
Oh,
Ouch.
There's some really, I'm looking at this. Anyway. Anyway, moving on.
We're saying if anyone digs deep enough, there are pictures
And
of
there's
Al that would cancel him. There
right?
are cancelable Al.
Toddler pictures. I'm done. It's over for me.
Yeah, if we're talking about cancelable,
No, we're not. We're not.
No, okay,
That's it.
alright,
No,
alright,
we're
alright.
not. No.
Okay,
Last
yes,
but
we're
not
not.
least. Last but not least on our overlay, my
Oh my
favorite
God.
Fruit Loop. It's Janie Bots.
Save us, Janie. You are muted, but save
Help,
us.
please.
Uh,
But I don't think I will, but yeah. I
oh my God,
am
guys.
really bad at introductions. I'm Janie. And I'm bad at outroductions. That's not a word, but today it is. And I'm playing May. And at first I was going to say she was going to be Snow Queen. But now I'm going to I forgot what I was going to say.
Was it snow themed? Was it a totally different direction?
It was a totally different direction. It was a superhero. I think it was Scarlet Witch.
Ooh, May would make a good Scarlet Witch.
You know what? She had both of the costumes.
Yes,
Yeah.
Queen.
Perfect. And I am Squiggles and Foxy are both out this evening, so we will be running with the five of us. I am the last hit point hero. I use the he/him pronouns, and I will be occupying the other characters the crew may or may not run into. I think that is it for introductions. Nothing else is really coming to mind, so we're going to bring everyone up to speed of a very eventful end of last session. So last session, the party found themselves into the nest of a Remerez. And while there were a pair of baby Remerezes at first that seemed like little more than a hiccup, one of them almost got away and ran to tell Mommy. When Mommy showed up, the fight escalated as it does, and in the following events, Astoria was chomped by a full-grown Remerez, reduced to 0 hit points, and swallowed. We ended the session with that happening, and Hush, Squiggle's very next turn, he had Hush dive face first into that Remerez, just in time for Azerus to slash it and kill it. So we had a big hanging question mark at the end of what happened. So this session, we will work toward resolving what kind of situation those who've gathered around the table will find themselves in. Scaling back just a little bit, a camera overlooking this absolute mess of a battle. Spells are flying, swords are swinging. Combat is chaos. Powerful magics build up. They help, they hinder, they fly from one side of this ice cave to the other. And as this massive insectile creature closes in, it's not the might of magic that saves, but the weakness of body fails. And as the Remerez dives for Astoria, time itself seems to slow as several thoughts race through her mind. Heck, what kind of thoughts race through Astoria's mind
Last
as
words.
a 30-foot long fire and ice insectile being comes roaring at you with mouth gaping wide?
I think that in Astoria's mind, how she approaches combat scenarios like this, her biggest goal in supporting the rest of the group and working with the group is flexibility. She wants to think about every possible scenario or different track or path that different actions can take, and what the branching effect of everybody's different actions they can take will do for different outcomes. There's an infinite amount of them. We can take so many different kinds of actions or inactions or anything within that realm of possibility. And I think in the moments of the Remerez doing something that she didn't expect, to leave the person that was being the aggressor in this situation and going for her. This was not a path that she had anticipated. And in those seconds of the Remerez moving up, getting into her space and swallowing her, the number of those infinite possibilities just dwindled and dwindled very rapidly until it was just one.
No.
And then fire, ice, blend into an indescribable mash of sensation. Pain, frustration, sorrow. And just before numbness sets in, just before light fades to dark, just before Astoria's eyes close, she sees Hush diving face first into the maw of the beast. As the clicking and the roaring of the beast fades, as the shouts of her allies go quiet to her ears, and as silence encases her, a comforting voice whispers, "I've got you, then nothing." As for the rest of you, we return mid-fight to this Remerez. You have all just witnessed not only Astoria being, I'm going to call you Astoria if it kills me for some reason, Astoria just before
Too
she
much
is bitten
Baldur's
and
Gate.
I-
Not
it's-
Astarian.
It's exactly what it is. That's why it's.
That's
I
why.
had no idea why it was
Yeah.
sticking in my
Too much
brain. That's why
Baldur's
it's.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Because we just
man.
talked about it off screen, too.
We did. So all of you witness this full-sized Mother Remerez swallow your bardic ally, and Hush diving face first into it. Its mouth closes over both of them. Azerus swings his mighty double-sided sword, slashing it and slaying it as it slides beneath the water. That is where we pick right back up. With
So Azerus is still above ground. He didn't fall
Azerus
into
is
the
still
pond.
above ground at this moment. Oh, wait, it's his turn. Sorry. Yes, conveniently, the turn order went Mother Remerez eats Astoria, Hush dives into Mother Remerez, Azerus slashes at the Remerez and kills it. That was where we ended.
Ah, I see.
So it is Azerus' turn. He finishes slaying it. He knows that the Remerez's Slayer starts to slide into the water, and all of you watch as this Remerez's body, containing 2 of your friends, dips beneath this steaming pool of water. Azerus looks at the 2 of you, May and Mirth, and says, "Friends, I will get them. You get safe. We will meet again."
Oh.
And dives into the pool.
That's so Azerus too, that even the way you spoke.
May want to try to go to the pool.
First,
oh no, you're not.
It's Mirth's turn.
So yes, I will in fact. And Mirth actually reacts pretty snappily to this whole situation. He watches as our party just, for various horrific means, falls into the hot spring pool, and it's no thoughts, only action. He sees people boop 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 go down. He sees Azerus going down, and then he sees the blur that is Queen May as she begins, I assume, sprinting to save their asses.
Yeah.
He pounces, no, grabs and is going to dimension door our asses as far away from this as possible. So it can go up to 500 feet, which isn't as far as I want, but my vision DM is to go south.
Okay.
Oh gosh, am I still glowing? I think I'm glowing.
So right now you have dancing lights up. That's why there are
Okay.
multiple circles.
Oops. Soon
So-
not.
No, they are all going to go out.
I casted light and it lasts for an hour.
On meme?
Yeah, remember? Because
Oh,
it's
sweet.
yeah,
I
like,
thought
it's
Dancing
not
Lights was up, but no, yep,
No,
that's...
I casted light.
Oh,
and it lasts for an
excellent.
hour, and that's going to be so sad when it goes out. No.
Wait, where are the tiny horses? I
No.
didn't
It's
know
like
the
she's
location.
here. Oh yeah, the tiny horse. Where the fuck are they?
in a bag. I don't know.
Yeah, they're probably in somebody's purse with like.
Unless-
They probably got eaten by the sentient book, by the bitey book at this point. I feel like they're like in the same holster.
Check your bag.
Just
The
blood.
book has like one baby horse or little horse leg sticking out.
Just
It's
like
got-
burp.
Oh,
Like,
Uh,
the tiny
and then it can gallop
horses.
around with tiny horse legs. Assimilation. Oh god.
All right. So, how many feet do you want to go? You cannot see far enough. So, you tell me how many.
I don't scare the
feet-
shit. We're gonna go. We're gonna go using fate, and I think Mirth is covered. Mirth wears a bunch of unnecessary bangles and things it has even in our Arctic voyage, and I think one of the prominent ones is he has a neck coin because he's a worshiper of Timora. And I think my dude believes in luck, and so he grabs one of the coins, snaps it off, and flips it in a quick offer to the luck, and then we're just gonna teleport 500 feet straight down, down south over the stupid thing. I want to go this direction.
I'd like you to give me a straight D20. No modifiers, no.
Can I give a
anything
gay
else,
one?
As you pray, as you subconsciously pray for guidance.
If I get a 1, we're just gonna go into a wall. I am certain of it. I got a 10, which is just in between the things that could occur.
10 is perfectly fine. 10 is
Okay.
exactly the line that I set it at.
Okay.
You think for a moment, go, all of it. No, half of it. Definitely half of it. And in that split second, for whatever reason, luck pushed your mind to tell you to go halfway.
Okay.
You dimension door. And as you dimension door, you reappear with
Oh god. Right into the hole.
May
No.
right on the edge of another one of these pits. There is this moment where you land, and in the distance to the north, you can see the dancing lights that you had cast right before they wink out because the range on the spell is extended. Each of them blink out, and as they do, you look down and see that you have toes on the edge of another one of these pits. And before either of you can do anything at all about it, there is this sound as behind you, a
No.
6-foot plus armor encased
The Brom mobile.
paladin goes sliding out of a hole in the wall behind you, skitters across the ice. You turn around just in time to see Brom, unable to stop, crash into the two of you and knock all three of you down this hole where another ice slide takes you deeper into.
Oh no.
Brom! Mirth hugs him on the way down.
Brom says, "Ah!" Okay. So his armor is made of metal, so the places where it's like pointed out have probably scooped ice from the environment and like
God.
crammed underneath the
Oh,
side.
buddy.
He's also made, like, as he moves, he kind of makes noises like a sled. Like there's like that loud like hitting a hard surface sound. As he is a human sled. Hopefully the right side up because it would be very uncomfortable otherwise. If not, he's gonna try and spin himself.
The three of you Brom sled down this ice slide.
Our friend has died. Why are we doing this?
And you come to a spinning stop into a room hundreds and hundreds of feet away from where you began.
Oh, God.
I'm going to pause on the three of you for a moment. We're going to get rid of this turn order after I clear it so that next time I don't have to remember to clear it. And we're going to go over to a rather mysterious figure. One which is standing by two of her allies. You are in a grove of trees. One that the commander of this expedition insisted that you investigate. There is a not begrudging acceptance, but a general acceptance that while you are nowhere close to equal to the two males with you, the leader is been given an equitable position. He is the next room over. I'm trying to delay while I find the right layer. That's why I'm rambling.
Relatable.
Where's the right layer? Your two allies you know to be particularly loyal. Friends of his from long ago. But as you as you explore this odd grove of trees, you see a light begin to emanate from one of the tunnels to your north. What is your immediate order when you see that light start coming?
Well, should I? Oh wait, is it? So I see the light, right?
You see the light.
Okay. I mean, that's probably not a normal finding. At least for how long we've been down here. Should I describe my character yet or no?
Nope.
Nope. Oh. I think I would do I'm not sure if the Michael picked this up, but the little not shrill, but whisper, get attention kind of things. Motion over to the source of the light. And then just kind of give a quiet and move to some type of position that would be advantageous if some person that was a threat or people that were a threat, we would have an advantage on them. So a little bit of an ambush, I guess. That seems like an aggressive word, but Yeah, preparing for whatever is coming, probably gonna come through this door at some point.
Perfect. So given your description, a stealth check would be appropriate, I would say. I will take care of the two allies. Okay. The three of you immediately seek cover behind ruins and trees as the light gets brighter and brighter and brighter. And then three figures come spinning into the room. Back to the three of you. You come to a stop, stand up, and look around. Behind you is another Remarez tunnel that has been carved through the ice. In front of you is a grove of frost-covered trees.
What?
This 50-foot high cavern, the floor being a mix of earth and ice by magic or miracle. These trees are most certainly alive. Their canopies are thick with dark green leaves covered in frost, and on their branches are purple pears hanging like ornaments. There's a low wall broken in several places throughout the grove. It's surrounded by 6 exits. And generally speaking, it is quiet, except for the rustle of leaves on an unfelt wind.
Neat.
Now that was a lot to dump on the three of you. There you go. What do you do with all this information?
Brom is going to move carefully with his hand on his sword and take a look around.
Okay.
I would say move forward.
The other two of you?
Mirth is going to stand stock still and glitch out a bit as he processes the fact that Astoria has died. As Brom dutifully goes forward, ever our protector and guiding light, Mirth reaches out and snags the corner of his gauntlet or something with a finger, crunching in the ice, and kind of tries to hold you back a little bit.
Do you pull away or stay close, Brom?
I guess Brom will stick close for now. He's eager to figure out how the hell to get out of here, so he doesn't really want to stop. But where did you come from? He asks after a moment. Now that he's stopped from investigating.
Up there through the hole, there are these massive snake insects, and one of them killed Astoria, and I think Hush too.
Don't leave people behind.
Well, we aren't leaving anyone behind, but we have to get where they are.
May's gonna look at you, Mirth.
Mirth is grieving. He is sad, and when Brom makes the comment of we have to get to where they are, in his head he's thinking to himself, oh, Brom didn't see what I saw. Brom doesn't know. He doesn't understand. Yeah. And I think Mirth isn't in a place right now to be particularly as communicative as he normally is, actually. So I think he goes silent and lets go of your arm.
Brom, as a brief insight into Brom, Brom is one of those people who's really good at compartmentalizing his emotions until they're done doing the thing they have to do. But he actually turns completely around and faces Mirth. Listen, I know what happened is terrible, but we have to keep our wits about us. It's dangerous here. There are probably more enemies waiting. He'd kind of take Mirth by the shoulders and then, like, he doesn't, it's not like a full hug because he's armored, but he just kind of, like, gently with his arms around. It's hard to,
His forearms.
if you're wearing a full breast, if you're wearing a full kit, it's actually pretty hard to, like, really hug someone because the chest is really big. So it's just like, you're just kind of, like, gently trying not to mash them against your body, basically. Which is what he does. And just kind of, like, holds them to him for a moment or two and then pats their shoulder.
Mirth pulls away, some of his scales pulling on the icy, like when you lick a cold pole or whatever and it's snowing, just eek kind of thing. He pulls away and sort of, he's still pretty dazed. And he looks over at May, and he knows full well May is not going to be happy with the idea that her vengeance has been taken. And he's prepared for that. He knows that it's easy to be. Grief shows itself in different ways, and righteous indignation at being denied an opportunity, no matter how unrealistic and fatal it would have been, he gets where that would come from. But ultimately, I think his feeling is, at least May is safe. At least I managed to do that, since I couldn't do anything else. That's his internal dialogue.
I think May is standing probably by one of the trees, just like a stony look on her face, covered in ice or snow and whatever. Just like, she's not glaring at you all, but she's just not looking happy.
When May sees, like, death and tragic things, is she the kind of person that, like, channels that feeling into anger and frustration initially? Yeah, okay. Yeah.
You're lucky
So,
you're on
what's that?
you're lucky you're on her side.
Yeah, for real. If he wasn't, then May would have jumped right into their mouths probably, and then it would just earth and down here. But yeah, Mirth sort of steels himself, and he brushes ice off of his tail and kind of has his crossbow out and ready to go. And he's like, all right, forward. These trees shouldn't be here.
Brom's gonna try a knowledge nature check to figure out what's going on. Or should it be knowledge religion, DM's on?
Knowledge nature is fine. And, heck. Let's see here. You look at your two companions, and Meldim begins speaking to you in the silent tongue with hand signals. There is the appropriate, as expected, terms of, how do we word this best? Actually can't think of the word. Subjugation, that's the one. Showing himself as seeking your guidance. It's a question. Attack or report?
Yeah, I think we need at least one person reporting. So yeah, I would say report.
Okay. Meldim receives the signal, turns to Tloknar, and sends the report signal. And moments later, in the darkness, Tloknar slinks away. Heck, what is your character doing as they start investigating the trees?
I think you said heck. I'm not.
I don't know your character's name yet.
Oh wait. Was I investigating the tree?
No. What do you do while they investigate the trees?
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think I would just kind of try to clock what kind of people these people are. It's like, I know why we're here. Why are a bunch of surface dwellers here? That's very strange. So yeah, I think she's just gonna try to get the vibe of like, who are these people and why are they here?
Go ahead and give me an insight check, and while you're rolling that, I will tell T what the 11 told him, or told Brom. So Brom, you are looking at these trees, and they are not a tree that you're familiar with. The fruits hanging from the branches look exactly like pears, a fruit that you've enjoyed as a child, and probably still enjoy when you can get them. The difference being, these pears are a deep purple color rather than the yellow or green hue that you were used to. Other than that, you know that trees require sunlight, and there is absolutely no sunlight here. And so there's got to be something magical going on.
Interesting. He's going to not pick them because they might be poisonous. Who knows? Purple can be poison. Red means poison a lot.
Why are these eggplants growing? It's so strange.
They're pears, I think.
Oh, right.
He's kind of like moving cautiously, like obviously not stealthily, but in the way that he can still maintain like a position where he can get into combat easily. He's like looking around, making
Brom.
sure there are no other critters.
Brom,
Yes. What?
do eggplants grow on trees or vines?
Blink slowly. I don't know.
Okay.
I
Pears.
feel like the number of question marks of this person watching them is just growing. Who the fuck are these people?
You try and figure out how large this room is, and of course he's looking for more critters since they've encountered their fair share of horrible critters the last 2 weeks.
So Brom has investigated the trees. May, or Janie, what is May up to in this?
I think following behind the two of them.
Okay.
And can May look at the tree?
Yeah, go ahead. Would you like to? What is the goal of looking at the tree?
I want to see if I have seen anything like it in my kingdom.
Okay, go ahead and give me a nature check then.
Okay. What did I get? 14.
14. You've not seen anything like it, but with a 14, you kind of poke at one that has fallen from the tree, that it over-ripened and fell. You get close to it, investigate it just a little bit, and it smells sweet. It smells as it should. So as you would expect a pear to smell.
Sorry.
And then it hit her.
The trees
Oh
are singing.
God. The
There's-
eggplants.
May's gonna pick up the eggplant pear
Okay.
and clear her throat so that they can see that she has one.
Okay.
She's not gonna speak.
The other two of you can see that May has picked up an eggplant and is getting your attention. And then, Mirth, what are you going to do before I resolve all four?
Does it look like May is about to hork down a pear? Or is
Yeah.
she just... No.
Yes.
Gosh. Mirth sort of goes stiff with shock and goes, "No, you have so much to live for!" And I think scuttles over. I assume he's not going background because you said that you're falling behind, but he starts the ice skating shuffle back towards you. Not the eggplant, not the tree eggplant.
Wait, don't eat that. It might be poisonous.
It smells like a normal fruit.
It's gonna give you gas. Deadly gas.
Yeah, I can purify it. I think he can.
We're gonna purify.
It's half of
Look,
the
you
question
can
mark.
rid it
Smith is into
before-
that. Oh god, why are we so dumb? We oscillate between the dumbest men ever and then occasionally street smart
Aha.
and then dumb again.
Here we are. Brom's
Oh,
doing
boy.
the thing. Look at him. He's purifying it in case it's poison.
Wow.
He casts his holy spell. I'm sorry, unfortunately thinking random things are poisonous is a very medieval point of view, so
Well,
I don't even blame him, honestly.
I figure as a queen in a forest with trees with fruit on it that's unrecognizable, May has to take a bite.
No!
This is
All right.
how the Bible started, probably.
So there are a series of events taking place.
Something.
Valkyrie, is that how you want me to say it? Heck?
Yeah, sorry.
Valkyrie?
I had to put myself back off of mute on a stream. Valkyrie is fine.
Okay. Valkyrie, you are looking at this trio, and they went from a hot mess sliding down a ramp to paranoia to confusion within moments. And right now, they are utterly focused on one of their number who appears to be about to take a bite of this fruit.
Okay, but do I know anything about these fruits?
You made one of the men in the party eat one of them. And it has healing properties.
Huh. Okay. But I have a feeling they don't seem to know that. I feel like that's fair.
It could be poison. There's gas. What do we do? I'm purifying it. Like, what the fuck is happening here? Amazing.
Yeah, it's just like there's so many question marks and like, you know, based on their gear and their appearance, like they look like very accomplished adventurers or like, you know, dungeoneers or like something of that kind, right? But now they're acting like this. I'm like, okay, maybe they're just lost. Like what? Okay. I still don't like that they're down here. They're close to the things that we're trying to get. Hold on.
Meldum gets your attention, respectfully, of course, and starts signing to you in the silent tongue again of the drum. And he says, "They're idiots. Should we just kill them?"
Yeah, it would be
like,
good for
Valkyrie-
the world at this point.
Valkyrie pauses for a second.
And
Looks
it's
back at
abbreviated, so it's like, "They idiots. Kill, please."
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
4
looks
signs
back-
that you get.
Cause yeah, like I'm imagining in the background,
Oh,
like
God.
as like behind Valkyrie's head, like down the hallway, it's just like an out of frame shot of someone else in the party just doing something like so dumb. It's just like she looks back and it's like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
Oh, we're
like,
gonna
that's-
die. Oh god damn
She
it.
doesn't know these. Heck, the player's like, no, but like, Valkyrie, I don't think would be like, no, let's not do that.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So there are a couple things that I would like from the 3 pear eaters. First, May, go ahead and take your bite of a pear.
Okay.
Brom did cast Purify.
Yep.
When you take this bite, it is sweet and delicious. It makes your entire mouth tingle like a very strong pineapple. One bite doesn't have an immediate effect, but it tastes good. It feels good. It is a fruit experience like no other.
Well, I'm going to eat my pear.
I want
Okay.
a pineapple now.
So that was what I need from the three of you. Also, is perception checks.
Right.
It tastes like that.
Rolling right now.
I kind of want one.
4.
Make sure- 4. All right.
Yeah, good job, Mirth.
Good
Yeah.
start.
Got a 1.
1.
not.
Excellent.
With a nat 1.
I'm rolling.
8%.
Oh, wait.
Oh gosh.
I don't like that roll.
We're just crying and eating fruit in a frozen place.
And
We're in a
Brom,
bad place.
What was your roll?
I'm finding my skills here.
No problem. A
Well,
20.
20. Well, Brom was on hyper alert, so I guess that's fine.
It makes perfect sense. So Brom, what you see? No, you roll with disadvantage. Yeah,
What?
never mind. Okay.
Wait, what?
You have light cast. Light has a certain distance, correct? I just double checked that distance. So the thing you're trying to see is outside of the light. So I put it at disadvantage, which you have a 20 and an 11. So
Alright.
what I will say, because of the great first roll, is you hear some odd rustling in the leaves outside of the perimeter of light that is extending out from Mirth. And because you are hyper alert, it concerns you, but you don't know what to do about it. And as you are reflecting on that question of what to do about it, there is a twang sound that you've heard before. It sounds like a small crossbow as a terribly rolled attack with advantage. A crossbow bolt comes flying out of the darkness and ricochets off of Brom's armor.
Oh.
Brom
I
turns
would-
around quickly, and he's
like,
going to draw his
They're
sword
useless.
Everyone to
My
roll
henchmen are
initiative.
useless.
and says, "You're under attack!" loudly. He's literally yelling.
Perfect.
Oh boy.
Make sure you click your tokens. Oh wait, you
was-
can't because I have your token hidden. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
I
Okay,
have you
also,
on the-
yeah, if you need, like, something to add on to my token, like, I do have, like, I guess reference art that I found, but, like...
I grabbed some
Okay,
reference art.
great. Works for me.
Did it? Oh, yes. I was eating. This is rude.
2, 3, 4.
Man, imagine rolling
Oh.
so bad. 14.
14. Go ahead and roll again by clicking on yourself and then we'll change it. Oh, sorry. There you go. I'm rapidly pinging. Oh wait, I'm pinging on the wrong layer. God, I wish pinging didn't matter. You shouldn't
Like, I
ping
don't
on
see-
layers.
Okay, well, the problem is I can't see that. It's still dark for me.
What? I thought I gave you vision and control.
I don't think you did.
Vision?
Because it
Night
is
vision?
currently dark for me.
On save settings.
Man, now all the healing pears make me want to make, like, the pear sausage stew that I made, like, last year.
Mmm.
Yeah, it's like you
Possibly
can see
a
it
fair
on
part.
stream, like I can't see it.
In the world?
Uh-oh.
Called Hexdrow right now.
Uh-huh.
Come on, thing.
Mm-hmm.
Assigned to you.
Spam pairs.
Please
Yes.
stand
Damn.
by.
No problem.
Make chit chat amongst yourselves for a moment.
So I switched out one of Mirth's cantrips, so he does have light now after 9 of our
Aw.
game that has 47 episodes. So now we have more than one person that can cast light. Died. Someone has to
Hooray.
take up the torch, if you
I
will.
can see. It's me. Okay.
I figured it out.
And I'm sorry that my character likes forest fruit.
Forest
Nothing wrong with
fruit.
it. I mean, I think it's good. It's a benefit. It's just the party's a little sus about it, but it's fine.
Well, no, they should be. You know, you should just eat random forest fruit. But I decided that if there's fruit in a forest, May is going to eat it, even if it comes from like an evil witch or.
Oh boy.
No, don't eat fruit from an evil witch.
Hag fruit.
Bad. Witch fruit bad.
She'll be like, "Oh, look, an apple."
Perfect.
No.
There. I fixed all of that. So we are going to start with those that are ambushing you. So the one already took their shot. So Valkyrie.
Okay. Let me measure some stuff real fast.
I did send you a
yeah.
DM.
I can get over here. I can run real fast. Now I'm going to move on over here, and using some of my drow magic, I am going to cast darkness on the group.
No.
One moment before everything goes dark,
My God,
tell
you
the three of
monster.
them what they see in the dim light.
Yeah.
running toward them.
And almost a flash. You just that person was not there, and then they're suddenly there. Is this drow woman with this, kind of grayish purple skin, kind of a mess of a series of braids, but also just kind of wild white hair, somewhat long ears, not the full, super long ears that some elves have. It's, kind of a mid-size. A pretty serious expression on her face, but these very calculating yellow eyes. In terms of her garb, she has more of less clothing that you would think someone would be wearing in an ice cave. Some furs, and more of just kind of a crossed fabric, overlying a midriff-bearing top. The pants of which...
So she's sexy.
Yeah, she's hot.
Mhm.
Listen,
She's hot, but she's cold. Her belly is probably so frozen right now.
She just flexes it off.
Yeah, she's wearing kind of these lightweight but durable pants, with a set of fur boots. The only thing that would look more lightweight and durable than the outfit would be kind of the way that in this brief moment you can see her carry herself. It is a very prepared and reactive kind of stance. Yeah. So you see that very briefly before the lights go out. I am going to... Oh, I can display this in VTT. Just for the details.
Man, when I catch
Because
you.
it is a 15... It's a 15-foot radius, so that'd be 30-foot diameter. And you've got it. Great.
Is that a good center spot, or do you want it anywhere else?
No, that's perfect, honestly. So I'll do that, and then I just moved 25 feet, so I can... How much more can I move? Okay. I'm going to go down this way. Actually, hold on, let me measure that and actually do this correctly. Oh yeah, I can go all the way down there. Perfect. So yeah, I'll just go down here. And then as my bonus action, I will use a key point to invoke...
Oh, god damn it, you're a monk.
I'm a monk, baby. I'm going to make my Arms of the Astral Self, and choose the feature Visage of the Astral Self, using Astral Sight, so I can see normally in darkness, both magical and non-magical, to a distance of 120 feet.
So even to your eye, for a moment, they disappear in a globe, and a moment later, using your energy, your ki, the outlines, shapes, and then details of the three within. To you, it's as though there's this smoky haze around them, not enough to obstruct your vision, but you do know when they're in the darkness. So Meldum took a shot and missed. Valkyrie did what Valkyrie did. We are going to put Valkyrie back in order. And Brom, you see this drow woman, and then everything goes dark.
It's unfortunate. He's going to... Ah, damn it. Well, if he hadn't become an anger paladin, he would have been able to sell this, but...
Oh,
Very unfortunate.
he's in protective mode.
Yeah. Unfortunate. Unfortunate that he's anger paladin. But as anger paladin, he's going to go ahead and cast haste on himself.
Then, as a reminder, before it went dark, you saw a figure over here.
Right. So if he saw her and then it went blank, does that count as having seen them, or does it mean he didn't see him?
You did see her, and you saw her when she was here. So you should see that arrow that I just drew.
Mm-hmm. Right. So he's gonna try and cast. Let me see. So I think haste is one action. So
Yep.
What is Bane? Is it a reaction or is it bolt?
So Bane is another leveled spell. You are not able to cast it again. I'll look that up while you decide where you're gonna move. Because right now you see nothing.
Well,
No, the haste action does not allow you to cast a spell.
okay. All right, so he's hasted. He's gonna try and move in the direction of the enemy, which was this way, right?
No. So this is where you saw them. I have that on broadcast. You can see it, right?
See it?
Yes,
Yeah, it would have been in this direction.
Ah,
If you can see my ping.
well, he's gonna move over
I'm
there.
on the wrong layer again.
You're on the wrong layer.
Dang it!
Oh,
I'm
I
on
was
the wrong
wondering.
layer again. It should be over there. So you use your first move, 30 feet, to get that far. As you exit the darkness, you find yourself surrounded in dim light and nothing else. There is this wall of black behind you. And because darkness doesn't actually stop the light within it, just the light within it, there is dim that extends from the
Oh, cool. That's how that works?
in my quick Googling, that's how I decided
No,
it's
that's
going to work
awesome.
today.
I love that. That's actually super cool.
So Brom, you have another move left. You're 30 more feet left, rather.
Do I see anything now?
You see in the dimness a drow figure down to your about 25 feet away down here.
You know what? He's actually in a good position to wait for them to approach, so he's gonna move back here
Okay.
and wait for them to come because I think there are walls here, correct?
So there are about waist-high walls. Yep.
Great. Make it harder for them to get here.
Oh, they're only waist high. Okay.
Yes, they're only waist-high. Apologies.
No, that's neat. That's good to. Too bad I can't see them.
Mirth, you are in the middle of a darkness spell.
Okay. So, as a dragonborn, there are certain things that our people typically don't do around non-scaled people. One of them is unhinging your jaw and, like a heron, horking down like 3 pears at once, which he speed runs the pears, snaps his fingers and goes invisible. And then he's going to very politely, he feels his way forward. On the map, it looks like May is in the way, so he politely pats her shoulder. And then he sort of walks himself invisibly to where the tree is until he pats onto the tree, and then he's gonna like a pear-filled squirrel.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll anything, or can I just do this?
So you are heading for a tree to try and pull some pears off, which you can do by
No.
field.
I'm climbing into the tree to hide invisibly.
Apologies. Okay. So I will need you to make an athletics check with disadvantage.
Can I do acrobatics if I do like a flip?
You would like to jump into a tree blind, or walk up to a tree and climb it with your hands touching it. It's a matter of DCs.
Oh God, isn't it?
You do know the idea of being able to jump into a tree completely blind would be incredibly difficult, while climbing a tree blind is only...
Yeah, but can I get advantage for being a trapeze artist? That was literally his job in the circus.
It would negate the disadvantage of not being able to see where you're jumping.
He's gonna climb like a normal person. I'll make an athletics
fine.
roll. Good grief.
It's perfectly doable. I'm just letting
Yeah,
you know
it's
the
not a
number will
no.
be higher.
Oh. Well, I'm making up for that 4, I suppose. Hold on just a sec. That is a dirty 20.
A dirty 20. You are able to find your way to the tree.
Like
you
a gecko.
get there and you start climbing. You are able to climb up into the tree. Now, to clarify some of the things that have gone on, as your action, you would like to cast invisibility.
Yes.
As your movement, you're coming up to the tree.
Yes.
And because I do stuff like this as bonus actions, part of your movement is to then climb up in the tree.
Yes, and that's, I assume, all that I'm able to do.
Yes, so I will put you about 10 feet into the tree.
Nice.
30-foot movement, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you move up into this tree, and Brom, as you are standing there, the light brightens around you.
Oh my God, I forgot.
Yeah, because it's not even you that
That's
cast it.
great. Yeah. Oh God, Astoria. Oh.
You turn to look, and there is still a wall of darkness behind you. However, there is a light
So funny.
that has both moved towards you and up a little bit.
Dang it.
Does it like illuminate Brom perfectly?
Brom is in complete brightness right now.
Oh no.
So funny.
Dang it.
Brom's got a little halo. Looking very good.
So that is all of your turn. And also to clarify, you have not actually eaten any pears, because that's going to take an action.
Can I have put them in my bag?
If you would like to start collecting pears on your next turn, you can try and collect pears in the dark.
All right, fair enough.
What if he snatches them like goes straight up and just
Just suck them right off the
That-
tree.
yeah.
Suck the pears right off the tree. That
Gross.
is certainly
Suck
an
an
option.
eggplant. It's so horrible.
Well, oh
Yeah,
my god.
suck an eggplant
Wow.
off the tree, just like you did.
God,
He's used to that.
All right.
that's terrible. Thank you.
It is Meldum's turn. And Meldum is going to begin casting a spell. And all of you are going to be covered in fairy fire. I would like a charisma saving throw. Centered
charisma?
on Brom.
I hate
I thought it was Dex.
Oh wait. Yeah, it
Very
is
fine.
Dex. Sorry.
No.
Oh,
Why would
that's
you
a bad
say
one.
that, Heck?
I'm sorry. Well, I thought it might be a
Why would you say
benefit
true
for some
things?
of y'all. But yeah, for
Let
the
me
dwarves it
check.
might not be.
Yes, it is going to be. It is going to be the three of you. So a dexterity save from the three of you.
Oh, I'm good at Dex.
I'm not.
I have a. Holy shit, that can't be right.
Oh wow, that's so bad.
That's a natural 1. That's a 15 and a.
24, baby.
All right.
Wow.
Can I do my
So-
gymnast move now?
No, you cannot. Brom, you are covered in a sparkling red-tinged light.
Well, that's not good.
You also have to like the halo light too, don't you?
Yes, so you have a halo of light behind you. You begin to sparkle with red glitter.
Oh, Brom. Is there a bullseye that just lights up on his forehead too? God.
It feels like it. You hear some sounds in the darkness. And that is their turn. May, you are up.
I'm gonna eat my pear.
Okay, you can eat a pear as an action. That's perfectly fine.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll 2d6 plus 2 and heal that many hit points.
Oh, look, it's dark and I'm running kind of low on my spells, I think. And they're not paying attention to me. There's, sparkling Brom over there.
They are sparkling Brom over there.
What is it? 2d6 plus what?
2d6 plus 2.
Okay. Plus 2. 9.
You heal 9 hit points.
Nice.
I'm enjoying this too. There's all
It-
this going on around me, and I'm just enjoying the pear.
Oh my god, really?
It tastes great. It heals you 9 hit points. You still have your movement and a bonus action.
I'm just gonna stay where I am.
Okay. Valkyrie, it is your turn.
I need to unmute myself on stream. Sorry, stream. Yeah, Valkyrie's kind of like looking at the group like, okay, they've got some skill. They're a little accomplished here. Okay. Put that on my little mental piece of paper. Yeah, she's gonna walk up within like 10 feet of Brom. Isn't gonna go like all the way into melee range because astral arms have a 10-foot reach.
Oh my god.
So I am gonna go ahead and do standard attack action with that.
Okay. With advantage because Brom is
Oh
sparkling.
my god, that's right. Let's see. Oh, why does it do it that way? Okay, that's kind of weird. There's like a difference in like astral arm like attacks, but they're the same number. So like I don't know. That's a weird way for D&D Beyond to classify that. But okay. Does a 22 hit?
Yeah.
22 hit
Well,
Brom.
actually-
He's a beefy boy. I don't know. Okay, so that is 11 force damage.
How long has it been time-wise, by the way?
You have not. I don't think you've slept since you used that last.
Okay.
It's hard to remember. It's been a month.
Then yes, it would hit.
Okay. So yeah, that would be 11 force. And second attack. Oh no, it's not a 20. I'm sorry.
You rolled a 20?
Yeah.
A natural 20.
Although it's less damage than the first attack. It's just 9. I rolled real low on that.
Can't even cutting words that, because I can't see shit.
Nope.
Can't do anything about it.
Combo. It is a nasty combo, I gotta say. I can only do that once per day though, because darkness is just like a drow feature. Yeah. So I moved 20 feet. How much more feet can I move? Okay. I'm going to go.
I hate that you have a
25
JoJo power,
feet
so I
there.
can't punch you in the head.
It's a nasty combination.
Stop being JoJo's Bizarre Adventure,
Aha.
so that I can hurt you.
Okay.
Brom,
Dare approach me.
this drow runs up to within 10 feet. Astral arms pummel you. You can feel the fists hit your armor and penetrate, hurting
Ow.
badly.
Yeah, they're
before
like,
the
almost like these like gossamer projections like off of her.
Yeah, she literally JoJo's. How dare?
Yeah. Yeah, then Valkyrie will actually turn to Meldim and say, more accomplished than we thought. They might have information. Maybe we shouldn't kill them. And I'll say that in like undercomment or something like that.
Meldum looks at you, kind of slightly confused, and goes, "I'll do as you wish. Alive or dead, your choice."
Alive.
Alive! Screams Mirth.
Well,
do you speak undercommon? Okay.
Okay. That would have been really cool. I would have liked that a whole lot. It's like, oh man, they know our language. Okay.
It would have been even funnier if they were signing and Mirth. Alive!
Yeah, that would be great.
Oh god.
It's like alive, but not quite enough to be able to kill us. How about that?
As you command. So, Brom, you cast haste on yourself. You've been hit twice. I need 2 concentration checks.
2.
Oh, I didn't think about concentration. Oh no. I feel worse now.
Constitution saving throws, please. Pass and pass. Oh yeah, you're not gonna... I didn't think it was gonna happen, but it could have happened. No.
One unfortunate roll. And it's like, ah, shit.
It couldn't
All right.
have happened. All right. Brom, it is your turn.
Brom is going to go over to the person who punched him and is going to administer some hurting. How many times can I hit again if I'm hasted?
You have 2 attack actions.
All right.
So I don't think you can one-shot.
Normally I have 2, right? Then I would have 3. I have a bonus one.
So you would have 4,
4. Okay.
I believe. I'll check it. You start rolling.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
You only get 3.
3. Yeah, I was like, 3 sounds right because I think normally I only do 2.
So-
And
A 17, a 27, and a 14.
The 27 will hit, the other 2 will miss.
all right. I also wanted to. I was like, "What's the spell called?" Wow, I'm tired.
Smite.
Yes, I wanted to smite. Yes. Writing that hit.
Right now, it's 9 slashing damage. What level are you smiting with?
Let me see how many spells. Level 1.
Okay, so that's 2d8.
2d8. Can I also do branding smite?
That is a bonus action before you attack.
Okay. 8 more.
Alright, so that is a total of 17 damage.
He slashed.
So that is your movement. Well, half of your movement because you're hasted. Your regular 2 attacks. Your hasted attack, you have a bonus action remaining and 30 feet of movement if you want to use it. Otherwise, you don't have to.
He's gonna move back towards the wall here. So
You're gonna
you
get
see better?
punched.
Opportunity
Oh yeah, that's right.
attack?
You can.
Heck, God. Heck's like, for me, you shouldn't have.
Well, it's
Let's
like,
see
it
here.
might not have mattered because I do have Sentinel.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's like, I did too much with this build, not gonna lie.
Heck's like, should I let Astoria die?
No, I'm going back.
Uh,
I'm gonna do divine favor then.
Ooh.
Okay.
It's a minute long, so many.
Oh, but that is
Okay, if you
concentration.
do that, it's going to kick haste off and you're going to be stunned.
Done.
So, I suspect you would like to not do that.
No, haste is good.
Okay, sounds good. That is turns of haste. Second turn of haste. Okay, Mirth, you are up a tree.
okay. DM, I know that I'm adrift in the shallow of your patience, but I cannot help but notice that you are, left a small square of tree outside of darkness. What say you if Mirth lays on his stomach and wriggles commando style out on a branch with his crossbow out to do some invisible sniping?
That is certainly a choice that Mirth can make.
It's the choice he's going to make for the people. And let me know what I need to roll. And the invisibility is going to vanish once he shoots, if he finds a target.
Correct. So what you see,
Also, he's glowing.
you see as soon as you move out onto the branch, it doesn't affect anyone else because neither of them passed into the bright light, so they really wouldn't notice that too much difference. You see a sparkling Brom covered in red sparkles, and he is currently engaged with a drow monk that is bouncing, flipping, punching, and kicking. And those are the only 2 things you see.
Okay. Mirth, I have a question. So typically when one uses invisibility and light, does it override invisibility? How does that work? How am I glowing yet invisible?
Someone else cast light on, Astoria cast light on something you were holding, I think.
Yeah. I can't remember what it was, but yeah.
It was something you're holding. So you went invisible. I had the light continue. Otherwise, you all would have been in dark.
Yeah.
So what I have is a arbitrary light emanating from an invisible source.
Yeah. I wonder what he set light to. Okay.
If you would like to throw that light object away, you can do that, and I will move where light is centered.
Oh, there's an idea. What the hell did he I guess it's not that dire.
I think it was a bauble or something like that.
Like an earring or something. What does this drow, what do I notice about this drow monk? Do I take in the things that have been so far? Do I notice, God, I wonder if Mirth has heard stories of the house of Menzo Brands and Bard. Can I make some kind of roll to see if there's any, does she have any number of a house?
What?
Yeah, you're cutting in and out a little bit. I don't know why.
It's because I'm leaning so far away. Is this better?
You're fine.
Yep.
I was busy being thoughtful.
I was like, oh no.
What I'd like to do is see if Mirth can get any clues as to this woman's heritage based on, does she wear any symbols of her house if she has them? That kind of a thing. I want to use my eyes.
That's a really good question. I'm not sure, what house, this person that she's under is from. That would be kind of an HP question.
I assigned you a house, yes.
Okay, hold on.
So
I gotta
you
read again.
can. Okay, I told you who your matron was, but I didn't say what house it is.
Okay, I was
It
just
is.
like, I don't know.
Sorry.
There was a lot of information, so I could have missed it.
It was a huge amount of information. Apologies for that.
Okay, so it would be from the House Duskrun.
Yep.
Probably-
Death
So
Run?
The question is, I intentionally chose a house that was outside the most powerful 8. The most powerful 8 would be on the council. Those would be the ones that Mirth would most likely know. Therefore, you may make a knowledge or a history check, rather, to see if any of the clothing or the features or signs or anything hints at a particular house of the noble drow houses. But because it's a more minor house, it will be a difficult check.
Okay, I'll have a go at it.
Hmm?
Nothing ventured, nothing gained. That is a 17 total.
You take a look. You know, with a 17, you would know the 8 major houses right now. And this particular drow is not a member of the 8 major house, any of the 8 ruling houses. They're definitely a member of a house outside of those 8, but other than that, you're not certain.
And she's not a follower of Astoria, right? Those guys cosplay a lot, so I'm assuming no.
Don't think so.
Mirth. Fuck it, I'm a bard. I'm a motherfucking bard. Mirth sits up and clears his throat, sitting turkey that he is, and he swings his leg over the branch. He calls down and he says, what does he say? He's putting on the charm from his tree. I think he says, esteemed sister from Menzo Baranzan, I assume. Please put down your arms and let us talk. This place is too dangerous to make more enemies. He wishes he could figure out any clue about her origin, because drow are so egotistical. If he could have just buttered her up with any little
thing,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Grease the wheel, anything, but he couldn't.
No, I'm gonna roll an insight check. Like, I don't think she's too skeptical, but like,
Mm-hmm.
She's suspicious, and she should be. Like, that's fair.
11.
She's not 11.
Seems sincere.
And given what she's already considering, at this point, like, she's not really considering like killing the group as an option at this point. And the fact that you knew something, at least, definitely does go a little bit of the way. So she won't have the astral arms, like, in attack mode, but she will kind of just put them down.
Oh, shit.
And say, "You're wiser than I thought," based on that little display over by the tree.
How gracious of my lady to notice, Mirth says with utter sincerity.
Oh,
like,
my God.
he doesn't get the insult whatsoever. He's like, ah, yes, of course.
If you all will stop attacking, we'll stop attacking.
Mirth just looks at Brom and says, Sir Brom, but he's not going to boss Brom around. He just addresses him formally and is going to let Brom make a decision about it.
Brom turns his attention away from their enemy, previously enemy. Pauses.
May, are you gonna eat another fruit or continue to? What's your plan? Well,
they're not. I can hear everything that's going on. Correct?
You can absolutely hear everything just fine. Yes, you just can't see anything. Hear it just fine.
I think if I stand at the edge of the darkness, could I see but still be concealed by this nice darkness that they poked me in?
If you would like to go to the edge of the darkness and just stick your head out, I will allow it.
Okay. That's what I'm going to do. Move to the edge of the darkness and just kind of
Sure.
stand there silently.
Yep.
I took my time to eat my pear. Now I wasn't.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the turn order. And the only thing I'll be keeping track of is here in a little bit, Brom's going to get really tired.
Oh, because of haste.
So, yeah, you're able to observe that, and it's up to all of you how to proceed.
Mirth says, if Brom put down his sword, then that means things are cool. In Mirth. So Mirth hops down and sachets over, and never has there been a struttier dragonborn that existed, especially in this frozen land. Mirth's first impressions are usually quite something, which we often forget. So he struts over, and he a placating curtsy and says, my deadly fisted friend, what is your business down here? We haven't seen anyone else and monsters.
We could say the same about you all.
Our business is our own,
As
but
is ours.
would be happy to share a little information for a little information. And he sort of gives a little smile, kind of like, I'm willing to give you some nuggets of information. He, inside his internal dialogue, very surprised that he's being tolerated right now, because what he knows about, they are deadly, matriarchal, and this woman is clearly an assassin or a very trained fighter. She literally made a darkness bubble to shoot us like fish in a barrel. And so Earth is like, interesting. If she wanted to kill Ed, she would still be pursuing that path. So either we've outnumbered, she's made some other decision. But if we outnumbered her, she wouldn't be attacking us outright in the light. So there's more of them. This all shows on Mirth's face. And then he suddenly goes and starts looking around like, oh.
So you do move up to her, correct?
Yeah.
So I'm going to move you closer, but there are things I also have to move. I'll just put you right next to Brom.
And slightly behind.
Okay, got it.
Where did my friend go? Why did he leave?
He's staying outside of the light, and you know that he would be staying outside of the light.
That's fair. Cause yeah, there's like a little like kind of a wince at like this beacon of light going, at Valkyrie. Yeah, don't say. I mean, this place has quite a few wonders, does it not? Looking about the trees. I'm guessing you all are here for something similar?
Mirth leans in a conspiratorial voice and says, we're here to fuck up the Frostmaiden.
Do I know anything about like the affairs of the surface? I'm like, I don't know if I would.
Give me on a scale of 1 to 10 how interested Valkyra would be in surface religions. 1 being not interested and 10 being super curious.
Like, that's the thing. I don't think she would be very invested in the affairs of the surface and everything like that. So, there's just kind of. Oh.
I was gonna say you can roll a religion check,
Why not?
but I have an incredibly high number for you to know it.
Yeah, I was like, why not? I'm proficient.
If anything,
in religion, so
You death saved earlier, why not?
a 25. Yes, you have heard of the Frostmaiden.
It's a natural 19.
Heck.
And hold at least, a drow, I suspect. I'm not going to project this feeling upon you, but it would be likely that a drow would have some respect for this lesser goddess, who instills her own way. And the little that you know about her is that she likes holding on to what she has, and fights against any who would try and take that from her. So that's essentially all that you would know about the Frostmaiden. She's some kind of cold deity that is selfish.
Yeah, I was like, I feel like just throughout this, like, other than the Winston's Valkyries just had this, like, very, like, deadpan, like, delivery and expression. Hasn't acknowledged too much of, like, the formality of everything. Just like, oh, okay, like, this is just how they talk, I guess. Like, I'm just saying, why would you do something like that? I'm not familiar with the affairs of surface dwellers.
It's a long story. In fact, I'm writing it into a song. And Mirth, his fingers twitch for the concertina, but it occurs to him not the goddamn time to do an entire cutscene. Well, there are probably still knives in the darkness waiting to be deployed.
Can I say something like that? Like, we don't have time for this.
Sure. Oh yeah, absolutely.
We don't have time for this. No, please.
Yeah.
Like, maybe there's like a couple of notes that start to play, and it's like, we don't have time.
That's right. We don't have time. Well, anyways, I told you a little of what we're doing, killing a god. How about you?
Well, I mean, that's certainly not something that was on my bingo card. But, fair enough.
Bingo, the traditional drow game.
Yeah, it's canon now.
Amazing.
I don't know, like, they probably don't gamble, so, like, bingo.
They gamble with lives. It's very intense.
True, though.
Oh my god.
I-9. Okay. Yeah, say, okay, well, quid pro quo. We're here looking for objects of power, things that are a little beyond our comprehension, I suppose. The matron below has an affinity for these kinds of things. Anyone that's in the matron's good favor is in a good place.
Interesting. And out of character, the matron, is she referring to Lolth? Or most likely? Or where's your spider garb at, girl?
I mean,
I don't say that in
feel
character.
Like it's like, I feel like she has like the most like basic like passing elements of that.
Standard issue
there's nothing
fishnets.
that's like
yeah.
way like out there. Like, oh my gosh, this person is a super fan. They are a zealot. Like, there's
Super
none
fan.
of that. Yeah, like none of that. But like passing enough that's like, yes, this is a respectable amount. There's like not too low that it's like I'm gonna question you a little bit. Like,
yeah.
Actually, like Wolf or the passing
kind
of amount.
Well, go into that one of the dungeons back there. There's a statue that you could probably get some items from.
A statue. Heck, the player's trying to remember. Like,
what
that
statue?
was.
Thinking of the sorry, the head thing.
Oh, the head that we killed by asking it too many questions, and it was really sad.
Oh, that was so sad. Poor head.
Yeah, the poor head.
Mirth looks over his shoulder and sorrowfully says, I think we killed it. Now, here's what I want to know. Valkyrie,
from that.
We are 9th level adventurers that, despite our absolute himbo idiocy, done some bullshit. How did Valkyrie feel about Mirth leaning in and saying, "We're here to kill a god"? Did she believe him in that moment? Was that something? We're not going to roll and intimidate, but is she assuming that Lester, which maybe it could be? Where's she at with this?
Like, again, like, it wasn't something that was exactly expected, but again, like, with how, like, you know, the formality of everything and the sincerity of everything, it's like, she believes you, but is also like, what?
For why, though? Yeah, she
Like,
hasn't seen what's
why?
going on up there at all.
Like, he's, like, so confused. Like, I feel like it's just, like, half a page of, like, question marks at this point. From, like, the first time she saw y'all to now, it's like...
It just keeps going.
What?
Look, these are justified questions, honestly.
Yeah. It's good to ask questions. So you're here looking for magical artifacts. You're treasure hunters.
Well, I wouldn't... That seems like a harsher term. Or...
Tomb raiders. Shiny
even
enthusiasts.
worse.
Shiny enthusiasts.
Shiny enthusiast. Well, I mean, if you can't tell,
Hobbyist collectors.
Explorers,
is
I
there any
suppose.
way that you can stop that? It's just like pointing, like just at like the general like glow of light.
Yeah, Mirth will flop his cape over whatever trinket has been
Yeah, I
lit
think it might
so
have
that
been
it's
the
just dim.
instrument that you were handling.
What? It was an instrument! Oh my god, you're so brilliant. One of the instruments. Is it the concertina?
It might have been.
He'll drape
I don't
his.
know.
He'll drape, so he becomes a lampshade, and all the light is going to be
Oh my
pouring on the
God.
ground underneath us.
Okay, I kind of love that though. I would just say we are looking to rehome things that have been lost.
Well, find it yourself.
I mean, that's what we were doing until you all came along.
Okay. So you can give us the information and we can go our separate ways.
I mean,
Actually-
so far all I've heard is you all are trying to kill a god, and I doubt that she's down here.
He is down. She's
Well,
not
listen.
only- Brom is just like, she's not only down here, but if she catches you sneaking around, I think she'll be less than happy.
Yeah, your days are numbered without help. Your matron's reach doesn't extend this far. You're too close to her domain. But there is one way we could help each other, I think. We have some information on what we've seen so far in this cavern, in this nightmare place, and it seems like you've come up from a different direction. Maybe we could exchange and fill in each other's maps.
That could be agreeable.
What do you think? Excellent. Mirth is going to do the lady in a purse move where he's just shuffling the bag to find our map, our magic map.
As you all are talking and Mirth starts digging through the bag looking for that, there is a soft voice that comes, and for the sake of lampshading your light, anything that's bright light right now will be dim light, and anything beyond will be dark. So your bright light becomes dim, your dim light becomes darkness. And just at the edge of the dim light, you hear this small voice, very feminine voice, that says, "Are you all done fighting?"
I wasn't fighting.
They
What's out there?
fighting. And as you ask that, a figure steps out of the trunk of this tree down
Oh my
here.
god. A little
And
friend, maybe.
You see a 4 foot tall
Oh, tiny.
feminine figure. Long, bluish green hair flecked with frost, adorned with very small flowers that you'd recognize as pear flowers, that are the same purple tone. pears in the tree. And this figure takes a few tentative steps forward from the trunk and keeps one hand on it. And you can see, even in the dim light, that hand isn't so much as on it as part of the tree itself. She says, "The fight is over? Who won?"
Yes, says Brom uncertainly. He has the distinct feeling, without rolling, that this is the lady of this grove, and drops to one knee so quickly that it kind of makes that like funky clank sound.
Clank.
She flinches a bit at the loud sound. Is he okay?
Yes, he's just terribly noble like that, my
Sure.
lady. Is this your grove?
She looks around, and her hand passes out of the tree as she reaches up, and she doesn't pluck one of the pears, but kind of strokes the pear and says, "Yes, I tend the grove."
What beautiful eggplants you make.
Thank you for them. They're quite delicious.
Martha's like crushingly sincere.
Eggplants. I've not heard the fruit of these trees referred to as such.
He hasn't eaten one yet. He's so... Anyway.
Here,
Oh.
says Brom.
How does Valkyrie react to this dryad woman coming out? Is she like, yes, time to take a terrible dark trophy for unexplained reasons, or is she like, what's the vibe here?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Valkyrie is that feral about it. Like,
Okay.
she's here to do like one thing, and like that is so tangential. I like not like what she wants to spend the energy to do. There, is again like just this general confusion, like borderlining contempt for all of these like weird things that are here and that she's running into, but like, it's pretty like well shielded though. It's like this is generally has like a kind of just deadpan expression.
It's like a carriage crash. You just can't look away.
Carriage crash.
Sorry, that was out of character. Although, well, I can only assume that we've disturbed your grove. Forgive us. We'll leave now.
Given. Kind of you to apologize, but please don't leave. Stay.
Well, I suppose, if you insist.
And she, kind of like with every exchange, she takes another like very tentative step closer to all of you. You are going to stay down here long?
At least my goal is to be here as quick as possible.
Oh, but it's so wonderful down here.
You mean up here?
I suppose. It's been so long, I've forgotten.
How long have you been here?
It's hard to be sure. Well, these trees have grown and aged and stopped bearing fruit. And I've planted and grown and aged. They ceased bearing fruit, so I planted and grew. I believe, well, that one, yes. I've planted one there 8 times.
You mean that 8 different trees lived out their entire life in this spot consecutively?
Only until they don't bear fruit anymore. Because I must keep the trees growing.
I don't know enough about eggplants. But that seems like a long time.
Anybody that'd like to can make a nature check.
May as well.
Brom's
I
gonna
was like,
try.
I generally just like want a vibe check too. Just like, what do you mean? It's like, please stay. Like, is she gonna try to keep us here? Like, I don't know about that, jazz.
Oh, good question.
Oh yeah, no, I don't know about eggplants either.
No! Why'd he roll so bad?
May, you know that while pear trees can live for a long time, you're not sure how long it is before they stop bearing fruit. Yep. So yeah, at a 14, you know that they can probably live for 100 or 200 years, but you don't know how long before they stop bearing. I think I'm fine giving you that.
This grow's been here a long ass time.
Yeah.
Well, what's your name? I'm May.
My name is Hathawin, May. So wonderful to meet
Hathawin.
you.
Wonderful to meet you too. And this grove is very beautiful, and the pears are very, very delicious. Thank you.
They are. Have as many as you would like. She looks at the kind of bloody and beaten forms of all of you.
We're just like battered, covered in blood.
As she passes by Mirth, she's gonna kind of like reach up and run a finger under one of your wounds, whichever one, not aggressively, just kind of gently, and pass by and look at May. And she won't touch your face, but will kind of reach her hand up toward where you've been injured and say, if you have another, that will start to fade.
Okay. I will, thank you. And May will have another pear.
As you reach up for a pear, the tree seems to bend its branch down so you can reach it easily.
Aw.
This is amazing.
This does not surprise May at all. Probably because she's, lives around the forest. She just seems happy.
Please,
She knew the whole time. She's like, oh, the delicious eggplant tree.
Mirth takes the opportunity, indeed. Mirth takes the opportunity to introduce himself to Hathawin as well as Valkyrie, since that bit got a bit skipped over. So he will introduce himself. And then also, he's going to do Brom too, because there goes Brom. He's going to give Brom's entire title as well, in all of its impressive wondrousness. And yeah.
May didn't give her title, but she is wearing that cloak and has her staff.
Yep. Thank you for reminding me of that. That is relevant. As you eat that pear, go ahead and heal another 2d6 plus 2.
Uh-oh. I should have said anything.
And then she will, as she gets closer, she will start notice. She will obviously take notice of that staff and cloak, and she'll pause for just a second before saying, "Is there anything you require?"
No, I'm good, thank you. But she completely heals up from that last pair.
Okay. There's kind of this slight look of relief that passes over Hathawin's face when you say that there's nothing you require. Please, all of you, you'll feel better.
I'd feel better if everybody that's in this grove would come join us in the dim light, Mirth says to Valkyrie quietly.
Try to give, not Mirth. May's going to try to give Mirth a hair, like, eat.
Whomp. Yeah, he'll eat it.
Okay.
It slightly undermines the fact.
I say 2d6 plus 2.
Oh, thank you, yeah.
Did Brom have one yet?
I'm sorry?
Did Brom have a pair yet?
Brom's not had a pair, no.
Brom
Okay,
is not.
Brom is next, then with May, like...
May's looks, priorities, eat your snacks.
From the darkness, Valkyrie, Meldim gives hand signals that say, stay hidden or reveal.
I mean, I feel like they kind of know that he's there because, like, they know that that Valkyrie did not shoot that crossbow bolt. So yeah, I would just say.
I mean, do they?
I don't know. Okay, maybe not, but like.
It's up to you.
This is hard. I'm in charge of other people, and I don't like that. Yeah, I guess to play it into the bit for the time being, Valkyrie will say reveal.
Okay. Just at the edge of the dim lights, a drow male steps into view and inclines his head in a brief bow toward Valkyrie.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is he hot like Valkyrie is? Are they both hotties?
Would you like him to?
You asking me?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
This is the figure of a drow.
Oh, God, stop.
Perfect.
You got me giggling and kicking my feet already.
He is lean and muscular.
No.
Wait, I missed him. Where is he?
I don't have a picture. I'm making it up as I go. His hair is pulled tight in the same style as Brom's into a ponytail in the back. And it catches that dim light, and there's almost a sparkle through the white hair.
Oh my God.
As he steps into the dim light.
Okay, so May is going to, like, look really annoyed and huff and, like, fold her arms. The nerve of these drow being hot.
She's being so stupid hot. Mirth casts a sly look at Brom.
I'm gonna roll for idiot right now.
At advantage.
No! Don't give him anything. Ah! No! Alright.
Oh, this is full wallpaper.
Anyways. Well, he didn't have to do any pointing. The moment the drow man steps out, he looks a little too interested and then closes his face plate. Like...
Creak! Clonk.
I mean, his face looks like all kinds of banged up. Like, he's got that thing where, like, cause you know, like, blood gets, like, caught between your teeth, like, and stuff.
Yeah, it's actually a bad look, that. You know, like, the blood spatters seem kind of, like, roguishly, like, but then, like, in real life, you're that
in real
way.
life, your nose is bleeding.
Suboptimal.
Your nose against your
Oh my God.
helmet and
The
stuff.
best quick Google search.
Oh my.
Got blood between your teeth. Yeah.
Sorry. That's
Is that bat Leslie's holding? Like,
Yes.
that weapon?
The Fabio drow.
Oh my God.
like-
Are you showing it to the audience? Yes.
I did,
Of course
yes.
I am. Why would I
Amazing.
not?
I hope he just like swaggers out like tits out, just ready.
absolutely 100%.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
There is.
I don't even have interest in it. I'd be staring just because I'd be like, what the fuck?
Oh my God.
I've got like the supermodel brigade from Gucci coming out.
For
Yes,
real.
it's 100%.
Oh my
Oh.
God. Mirth looks back between the two of them and just goes, okay. That moment of like, oh my god.
We have just established in the HP verse that all drow are obscenely attractive.
Yeah, apparently they're all just hotties.
Yeah.
They're all hotties
Daddies.
wearing like they're wearing like maybe 2 cubic feet of clothing.
Yep.
Incredible.
Yep. Regardless of temperature outside.
Yes.
We actually have like a superior method of thermoregulation.
Oh,
We're
of course.
gonna have to-
That logical response.
They are too hot to be cold.
Fair.
They're too hot to be. Please.
They live underground. It's pretty cold down there.
Cold hands, hot drow.
Oh, Jesus
And they're
Christ.
coming in.
No.
You know I'm
Uh,
making a piece for that after this.
Meldon makes his way over and stands about a full step and a half behind Valkyrie.
Brom just raises his hand, like, "Hi." He doesn't say anything though. He was gonna introduce himself before all the like, the sylphs and the drow and Mr. Shirtless came out. So now he's just like awkwardly standing there with his helmet closed.
Although male drow are second-class citizens, that rule doesn't apply to non-drow, so Mirth is going to redo introductions. Also, Jera, he did Brom's dramatic full title introduction when you left to get what I think was a Pop-Tart, and I'm burning with envy about that.
It
Out of
was
character.
this Pop-Tart in my bag that normally goes to work with me. I was like, oh, I still have a work snack up here. Grabbed
Work
it.
snack. But yes, introductions to hottie number 2.
Meldon quietly observes, but says nothing.
I like that in a man. Just like knows when to talk and when to not.
That's why you liked what's his name?
Oh no, that was Al. Mirth likes some chatty and fine.
The other dude wasn't chatty. What's his name?
Yeah, he wasn't. He was
a quiet guy.
Yeah. I have his name. How come it's falling out of my head? I've been pining for Gerard. I've been pining for him. The not a never-ending pine.
Super fan. I remember things.
You do.
Let's go.
Oh, you're incredible. And I couldn't even remember that. That's pretty good.
I have it on Mirth's notes as a point because that was a transcendent. That was a moment of brain rewiring for different reasons than one might expect. So yes.
See,
no, nothing can compare to
only
Gerard.
if I remembered important information.
Gerard was very important, okay?
That's
Maybe
very
not to the part.
Gerard was
not to the part
critically
of our
important.
heart.
I miss
Okay.
him. Oh my god.
Meldim takes a step closer to Valkyrie and places one hand just very gently on your shoulder. When you turn to look, he kneels and readjusts the ties to your the leggings around your calves, as one of them had loosened slightly. He finishes that and then stands back up and goes silent.
I wish I was a shoelace. He doesn't say that. He
God, I
thinks
wish
it
that
loudly
were
enough.
me.
I wish that. Oh no, what's happening to me? I'm transforming into a shoelace. All right, let's stop being horrible.
Hathawin looks at all of you as you are staring at
Awooga.
Meldim. He is.
God.
He is as he should be, isn't he?
Yep.
She's one of those, huh?
Brom just nods mutely, making like a soft clinking sound.
Oh,
You know what?
Um,
Maybe exactly as he should be.
Hathorn will take a few steps forward toward Meldim, and she will raise one of her hands up in the air, and one of the tree branches will bend down toward her hand, as she will, in kind of one motion, take a fruit from the tree and step up to Meldim and lift it up to him. he looks to Valkyrie for permission.
Can I do a vibe check, just like real quick? Because this is like getting kind
Vibe
of
it
weird.
up?
Just like, hey, you should stay here, like, and eat all
Eat
of
some
this fruit.
fruits.
Like, I don't know. It's just like this. This feels like some Fey bullshit. And it feels weird
Sure.
that there's such like a benevolent being down here or up here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Inside
about
away.
22.
So there were a couple things you noticed with a 22. First, there was a hesitancy around violence. Hathawin did not come out while all of you were being violent. As you and the other drow have been sneaking around, your immediate suspicion is perhaps she just didn't know that you were there. There's no need for you to use light or anything else, and strictly speaking, dryads don't have dark vision. Wait.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, she does. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
But in any event, for whatever reason, she never came out while you and your allies were here. She was apprehensive around May. You immediately picked up this sense of there was this apprehension when she got close enough, and then relief when May said that May needed nothing. And then this, that sense that you have, that suspicion about having people eat. You start to pick up this sense that Hathawin is lonely, and she just wants people to stay. And the best thing that she has to offer is this fruit that apparently has healing properties.
Lonely girl.
Yeah, isn't that like a whole deal? It's like, if you eat a ton of these, like, you have to stay here forever and become one of the trees. Because that's what my headcanon was for a second. I was like, oh,
Gender bent Hades.
Don't like that. Because, like, there aren't that many people that come down here, probably, so 8 seems like a decent number of people to be, like, trapped as a tree down here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like, just with dryads and, like, weird Fey bullshit, you know? I'm just like, I'm just like always a little suspicious. But yeah, no, if it seems safe enough to do, like, yeah, he has permission to eat a fruit.
Okay. He takes a bite. He enjoys the fruit.
Well, I have the map out. Let's get together and see what we can fill out on each other's maps. Mirth suddenly looks tired, and he wipes pear juice off of his chin and kind of sits his ass down on an exposed root and kind of drops his pack and then spreads out the icy map to
Brom's gonna
help.
hold the finger.
Oh,
Maybe we
Mirth
should
stops.
rest. I know we're looking for the others, but we do need to rest.
Yeah, we can rest and map. I think that's a good idea.
Hathawin will slide over next to you and kind of look over your shoulder at the map.
It's what the upper area looks like, says Brom.
That's what it looks like?
Well, geographically. Have you been up to the surface? How long have you lived here, Hathawin? I mean, forever, but have you been here since you were a seed or whatever you were?
Well, I was bound here a long time ago.
Bound here? By whom?
Well, the Netherlese mages. You travel with one, and
Oh,
she
shit.
points to May.
Oh.
Are you unfamiliar?
Oh, no, we're very familiar. The, out of character, the scepter and, is it a crown or a cape?
A cape.
A cape. Are these are items we picked up on our journey, right?
Yep.
That we equipped with May. Okay. Amazing. Absolutely divine. Mirth is gonna shoot from the hip and say, Queen May is a queen, but to the best of my knowledge, and he flashes, not of Netheril.
May's starting to set up the hut.
Absolutely.
May's like, look.
Oh, the Netherlees would not tolerate a queen or a king for that matter. Far too proud to follow just one.
Yeah. Mirth sits down and he's plopped out and he looks up at Valkyrie and pats the ground next to him. He pats some of the, I guess, a root.
Just kind of just like one of those like head turn kind of numbers. And we'll tentatively come kind of down, but probably further away than where Mirth.
Oh, sure. Absolutely. I would have been shocked if she came and sat right by him.
No.
I think
How many drow are there?
How many what?
Drow.
2.
Okay. I'm just making sure there's not too many of us for the hut.
So I've been incredibly, that hasn't been there. Never mind. As Valkyrie goes to sit down, Meldon will glide up, take out his sleeping pack, and in the time it takes for you to start motioning as though you're going to sit, he has pulled out his sleeping pack, folded it, and put it under where you're going.
That's so cute.
And then he sits and ensures that he leans over so his head is lower than you. So he is half crouched nearby.
Happy wife, happy life. Mirth mutters. I think with a mischievous look at Valkyrie. Mirth takes out all of his maps and he takes out his massive hand-drawn journal, which has gotten huge at this point, even after however much venturing, and he smiles and hands it. This is what the world is like now.
Looks rather convoluted, don't you think?
Are you looking at the journal, Valkyrie? Because he was handing it to Hathwin.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
I don't know if you know, you've cut out a couple times, so I don't know if the sensitivity of your mic is too
Is this
low.
better? Or do you want me to sign off and sign back on? Sometimes that...
Right there, you cut out. I'm not sure why.
Heck, I'm gonna log off and come right back,
Yeah,
okay?
I think the cams will come back, so it's fine.
It should.
Oh no,
So-
scrambled.
Oh no.
And we spin.
And we're back.
We're back. We're
Okay.
back. Can you hear me now?
I believe so.
better.
It's so random that's why we haven't said anything yet, because it's so random. It seems.
Oh,
like
I'm
it could be just
sorry.
like anything. But yeah, so you show Hathaway the journal.
I do. I show Hathwin the journal. I couldn't give Valkyrie the journal. Valkyrie's gonna get a blank sheet of paper and be allowed to see the surface map as well.
Hathaway she takes the book in both hands and she seems confused at first, but then as you show her that it opens and the pages turn, she sits down and just starts turning pages. And did you make these pictures?
I did.
They're very good.
Thank you.
You must be very good. Could you draw my picture?
Absolutely. And could I have a flower to press in there, perhaps? Unless that hurts. I don't know if it's like a hair or a scale. Trade you.
She will pluck a group of pear flowers off of what she's wearing and hand you. There's like 5.
Thank you. That's going to make a beautiful piece. Here, later I'll show you how to press them. And he smiles, also realizing it's very sweet of her to just give him a bouquet of her own flowery fluff.
Oh, God.
It's really sweet.
I have a question. Can we unbind you if you want? Is that possible?
To unbind me from my trees?
Yes. so you're not stuck here.
Why would I want that, though?
To see the world.
But my trees are here. And she seems genuinely confused.
All right, I just wanted to know you. There's more people out there.
Oh, but all of you are here.
Oh,
So cute.
I remembered. That's what a group of pear flowers look like. Hers are purple instead of white.
Oh, they're beautiful. That's
Aw,
really sweet.
that's so pretty.
they are. Yes, we are here, but I don't want you to feel lonely again.
But I won't feel lonely because you're here.
I think that she experiences time differently than you and I may.
I think so. We're here. Well, let's get some rest and then we'll talk about it.
Okay?
Question, do we want to roleplay some more now, or do we want to do a long rest and then RP? Or what do you think, DM?
I think Brom is
Or
weird.
It's either way is perfectly fine with me. I have things going on in the background, so that's fun too.
oh boy.
Oh no.
How's Valkyrie feeling about all of this? As I know that some of this is probably happening simultaneously, but is she going to stick around or is she going to flee at first? Because I assume that she's not going to camp with us. Like, that's a lot to ask of this flighty stranger, but
I mean, May could
sticking around.
That's terrible.
What's that?
I said May could like use their staff and like command her too.
Oh my god,
Oh
no.
God.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if
Mind
it's
control
Brom
is-
effect, I have advantage against that.
Oh,
Yeah.
goodness.
Not.
So
You
the,
will have dinner with us, and you're gonna like it.
with the
Oh,
amount
God.
of time that's passed, Valkyrie would know that about this time is when information would be being passed.
Mm-hmm.
So you have about this long again before there's some kind of response.
Yeah, good to know. I mean, I think like, yeah, like Valkyrie's not going to like be like a buddy and be like right next to the group, for camping. Like she's gonna keep her distance for sure. And she is kind of interested to see like what correspondence she's gonna get back.
So no party tent.
I mean, y'all can
Sorry.
do that.
I'm joking.
Mirth appreciates you setting up the hut, but is not going to be going into it. He wants to stay alert to the surroundings for now. He would whip up a sketch for Valkyrie of what we've seen so far. So he'll point through the grove and say, that big hole is where we slid down from. They're horrible insect-like monsters, giant ones, that are deadly. I don't recommend you go up that way. But if you do, here's how the path looks. We have not seen any treasure on our way down. So that might close some doors for you and help narrow down whatever you're looking for. Are you looking for something in particular?
I mean, I think we surprisingly have very similar goals of, well, not to kill a god, but to find artifacts much like your friend is wearing there.
Mirth chooses not to mention that we are awash in Nethrali's treasured artifacts from our various explorations.
So you would pick up that they're talking about Remarezes, which you would know quite well. You would know that those are the tunnels that you all crawled up. And because it was a wall of text, I'll also point out you also know where, let's just say, more of those artifacts can be found. And then I'm going to highlight one thing to shoot in your DMs just so you know how someone else in the group feels when they get here. So, with all that talking in code, half in DMs to heck and half out loud to heck, and thoroughly
No, that's
confusing.
totally fine because like I'm like low key like role playing and also like keeping that information is very hard for my little brain to do.
No worries.
So now I'm just like, wow, I have not been playing this right. That's great, cool.
No, that's all right. Hathawin is very excited about the sketches that happen.
Aw.
She is regularly making her way to each of you, being friendly, being nice. You have all the impression of her being a doting and gregarious host.
Aww.
And she will play that role for as long as all of you would like to stay here.
That's so sweet.
As for Meldon will continue to follow around Bilkiri for however long it goes, and he seems to perpetually anticipate her needs and meet them before she asks. Other than that, I guess what I'd ask is how long do you guys plan to hang out in the group? Brom has expressed a desire to take a rest of some kind. Was it a short rest, a long rest?
Didn't we just long rest a little bit ago? Out of character, I ask.
So,
Session or two?
Several sessions ago.
Oh.
Okay.
That's why we have no hit points and no spells.
Oh my god.
Current time is 2 p.m. on the 23rd.
Oh my god, I have to.
The last time you all rested. Okay, this is funny. So you all fought the Frostmaiden and then fought the Remarezes. So you've been awake for about 3 hours.
That's
Only 3.
Oh my god. Well.
So no, a long rest is not an option right now.
Oh. I would have wasted my tent.
I mean,
I feel like I
could do
would
a short rest.
Oh, we
You
can
can
do a short rest.
you can undo putting the tent. You don't have to burn it.
Okay.
It's keeping time is so arbitrary, but it's because of the combats. You had taken a long rest right before the conflict with the Frostmaiden. Immediately after the conflict, you went down the Remarez tunnel, and immediately at the bottom of the Remarez tunnel, you fought the Remarezes. So honestly, it may not even have been 3 hours since you were last asleep. It may have been like an hour at
best. Frying
best.
pan into the fire. Good god.
Yes.
I was like, why do I have spell slots? Okay.
Yep. So that's why you would have spell slots.
Got it. I was like, have I just cheated terribly? No.
Well,
Great.
And Mirth also would have missed the fight with the Frostmaiden because you stumbled and fell down the Remarez hole.
Yep. Me and my spell slots stumbled and fell.
Yep.
All right.
So my question is, are you wanting to take an hour-long rest? Are you planning on chit-chatting? What is it that the group would like to accomplish in this window? Because like I said, there is something going on the outside. I just need to know when it...
Can we do a short rest?
You absolutely can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like an hour?
It'd be about an hour.
Yeah, just need to regain some stuff.
Mirth feels fairly rested, aside from getting banged up. Like he's feeling sharp and also grieving, and just he's taken some of Brom's not stoicism, but is compartmentalizing.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's accordioned up some of his feelings. And so he's able to engage. He's able to do a sketch of our beloved hostess, a couple of them, one for his book and a couple for her to keep if she wishes. And he's able to maybe get some map information with Valkyrie if she's able to share anything
Yeah.
or if she knows anything.
Yeah, if we want to do that over the short rest, that's totally fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
we'll be
N-
doing that.
no one
kind of thing.
heal themselves yet or complete a short rest.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I ate
So-
a lot of fruits.
You can eat as many fruit as you would like. Just tell me how many you're eating.
I think I ate.
There's only so many fruit.
I ate 2 to get back to health, to a
Okay.
decent health.
Brom would like to eat a fruit, some fruits.
All right, it's
don't know.
2d6 plus 2 for every fruit you eat.
I want a pear quite badly in real life.
I think that's.
Mm.
Oh no. Sorry, I didn't do this correctly. He's getting hit points back. Oh, his hit points are not super right now.
So while Brom is mowing down on pears, Bakiri, about the time you think it would, you glance over to a tunnel, and you are able to see 2 figures standing there. And one of them, the leader of the 2, gestures towards you, and you get the message through the silent tongue. What are you doing?
Uh-oh. This is heck the player's mistakes now receiving consequences. It's fine. I'm not at all tired of not knowing what I'm doing.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
Just
You-
roll with it.
Think of your response to that, because Brom, you ate 3 of these pears.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh. 10.
10. Your hand that you were using to hold the pears, it starts to tingle underneath your glove. Like
Right.
almost itches, almost like you're handling something with really fine thorns. Not the kind that hurt, but the kind that itch later. And so you kind of lift up your glove to see if there's anything there. And the skin of your hand, your left hand, has taken on a purple hue.
Oh, shit.
It's like eating carrots, but purple.
We're gonna become a carrot.
You're not sure what to do with that. The rest of you can't really notice because Brom has closed his visor and everything else. Brom, you check up your sleeve a little bit, and your forearm is that purple color as well.
He's just like he'd take off his glove and kind of like show them like, hey,
Brom's hand is purple.
Oh dear. And I assume that's not frostbite.
it
Why
is
is this
not.
purple?
Why is my hand purple? Asks Brom. Same tone.
Oh, Hathawin kind of perks up. You received a blessing from the trees.
A blessing?
Yeah, there should be a symbol somewhere. We can see what blessing it is. Disrobe, let's find the symbol.
He's like, no, let's not disrobe.
But you received a blessing. There will be a symbol of the sign of the blessing.
He'll slowly take off his helmet. He's like, he's wearing like 4 layers, so disrobing is not easy at all.
You take off your helmet, and Brom's face is.
No.
Turning into
He's
a
turned into-
blueberry.
Yeah, I
Oh,
was like, he's
God, the
turning into
blueberry.
Violet. What's this? You're
A
turning violet,
bromberry.
Violet. Oh god, gross.
Oh,
And I need you to roll another d20.
Oh my god. I knew there was something weird about these. I couldn't acknowledge this to be like, ah, yes, a healing item.
Heck, have you thought about how you might respond?
Yeah, how she will respond is in the same silent tongue, making use of the environment around us before disposing.
There'll be kind of a moment of thought, and a response will come back saying, no, I will have no outsiders interfere in what we found. We kill them now.
Okay. Valkyrie will look over to Mirth, and I think in the most succinctly she can say in Draconic, will be like, I don't even know. I don't even know how to say it succinctly. It's like, he wants to kill you. I don't. We fight now, or you die. I'll help.
Right, Brom, put your helmet back on. Mirth slams your helmet back on your head.
Brom doesn't know what the hell's going on, but he
takes out his crossbow.
he doesn't know what he's fighting, but he kind of like seems ready.
Hathwin back in the tree.
Seeing everyone bristle, Hathwin gets very uncomfortable and heads toward the tree. Meldum looks at you and asks the question, "What did you say?" And he asks it in Undercommon. Says out loud, "What did you say?"
Okay. I was like, I don't know if the others. Does he see the others or no?
He looks around. Well, when he asks that, he looks around, and when he does see them over there. And when you glance too, you can see Yilsabek giving the symbol "kill now."
Yeah. Yeah. Just kind of like in low tone. Undercommon. I think these weird people are still useful, but he wants them killed immediately, and it's gonna be either us or them. He's gonna kill us if we don't kill them. So kind of motions over is like, no, we're not gonna get killed by Yosevek today. We're gonna fight Yosevek.
I have a question, DM.
Yep.
If I may. So I would propose that Valkyrie warning Mirth that there's an ambush would flip the surprise to our end. Yes?
Okay.
No?
So
I want to cast slow because I'm following the gaze. Thoughts? Is that okay? Is that too much of a stretch? I think Mirth will do that.
The stretch is this, and it's why I have them there. Right
Lighting?
now, you have dim light circle around you from covering the dim light. Everything further than 20 feet from you is pitch black. So what you have witnessed, what everyone who does not have the 120-foot dark vision of Super Drow dark vision, what all of you witnessed is you saw Valkyrie look around. You saw Valkyrie make some hand gestures that seemed deliberate, but we're not casting a spell.
Mm.
And after that, you were then told by Valkyrie and Draconic, he's going to kill us.
Okay,
in
so in
this
that case,
context, the only he that Mirth knows is
Oh,
Meldum.
oh boy.
I forgot that they can't see, but I can.
They can't see him at all. So I think what would be good, because one, this will take a while. It's 11:20. Two, we'll make sure that everything's clear so everyone's reactions are what they would like them to be. Is let's take just a couple minutes. We'll clarify all that has happened. We'll establish what people want to do, and then we'll close the session for the evening.
Amazing.
So, the limits of being all-knowing players rather than characters made this a little bit difficult. So I apologize that I wasn't quite as clear as I should have been. Yes, what Valkyrie sees with 120-foot dark vision is Valkyrie, you see Tlaknar return with Yilsabek. You see Yilsabek give you an order to kill him right away because he will not tolerate any interference whatsoever. You extended that warning to Mirth in Draconic, which Meldum does not speak. Meldum asked what you said in Undercommon, so none of them understand because none of them speak Undercommon. Then he saw Yilsabek and saw the command to kill them now.
Amazing.
And Meldum is looking at you for that direction. You know that if you tell Meldum he says to kill them or he'll kill us, Meldum will kill them.
I know.
Will,
And that's the
will
sad
kill
part,
us.
But like,
And so
is there anything I could do to convince him? I don't think there is.
That is something to consider in our time away. The rest of you are enjoying pairs. Brom is currently purple. You have received a warning that some him is going to, or wants to kill you. Not is going to, wants to kill you. And that is clarifying what was a bigger mess of character and player knowledge than I thought it was. So my apologies for
it. Wasn't as messy as I think you thought.
Oh, okay.
Dan, it wasn't that bad.
This is like it's also just me like
it's a comedy of errors.
I'm trying to juggle this
in character.
I could have missed things because I was also adjusting volume on
Oh yeah,
you're doing great, Heck.
You're doing great.
You're doing great. Do it for the story. It's all good. Lean into it.
Situation. I think I paused.
It's amazing, and I'm about to make it more amazing. I want to say that for next time, Merce's action is going to be to throw a knife at Melton. Misunderstanding.
That might work out because like I don't think we can convince him to not attack y'all, so
crying, throwing the knife. It's so hot.
So we will wrap up this evening with Mirth hearing the words, he wants to kill you, but I don't, and then responding by just chucking a dagger at Meldum.
As any normal man would.
No.
Mirth yells, Brom, put your helmet on, and chucks a dagger at the hot drow. And that is where we will close for the evening.
Yay!
So,
God,
it's perfect.
Listen, do you speak Draconic, my friend? Because you could save us if you do. Otherwise, this is Shaka when the walls fell, or whatever it was.
It's gonna be Shaka when the walls fell.
Yeah, like I know it's silly, but I would defend Mirth in this instance because if somebody that he doesn't know, Draconic is not a common language to speak because it's complicated and has a lot of silent X's. So if somebody uses Draconic, it's the same as somebody using your middle name, right? Like harshly, and he's like, "Oh, something's happening."
Well, can I hear what's going on?
You can, and I mean, you hear. Do you speak Draconic?
I have a staff that has I can use my charge for comprehend languages.
So you can do that as an action when we get back. So I think that kind of what we'll have in mind is actually, I mean, if you want to declare the action now, it's fine, because it will take an action to cast it. So you would comprehend languages. Mirth would chuck a dagger. Brom has a 4-foot-tall dryad saying, "Disrobe, let's find your secret symbol." And
I'm not gonna do it.
And Valkyrie is trying to decide how to juggle the most complex balance of languages in this game. So,
how many languages does
this
Valkyrie
is
know? Gosh.
Well, I only know I know 4.
It will, yes.
It's Common, Draconic, Elvish, and Undercommon. So like, Pretty standard. Draconic was the weird one I got to choose for my background. So I was like,
Yeah, that's cool.
Perfect. So let's do outros, and then I want to briefly chat, especially about what happened in those last 2 minutes, because
Chaos.
it interests me greatly.
me flying by
God.
the seat of my pants because I don't know what I'm doing. I could have. Okay, we'll do the outros and then discussion.
Yep, we'll do outros, and then we'll go over, and we can go over more about what Heck and I have been talking about when we do the outros, because I think that especially at this decision point, it will allow the rest of stuff to make sense. So Heck, go ahead, outro us.
Yeah. Hi everyone. I'm Sir Hecklot. Tonight I played Valkyrie, not Astoria, and we're real sad about that, but it's fine.
Yeah.
You can find me all over the internet at Sir Hecklot, including Twitch, Itch, I guess Twitter, Instagram, more on Blue Sky than anything. Just find me. It's the best place to figure out where I'm going to be in the TTRPG space next, because I tend to wander a whole lot. Most notably this coming week, on Sunday you can catch me over on Singularity Roleplay. We are returning with City of Mist and gonna have a good time solving a mystery, it's what we do. We just started a new mystery and we're still trying to make odds and ends of it. On the 13th, so Monday, you can catch myself and HP and Oathsworn right back here. We're in a little bit of a pickle on an island of Amazon, so, very similar, like, hey, we can't see anything because it's very dark. On Tuesday, you can find me on Enchanting Sorcery with Into the Old Margrave. It is a Into the Woods style of 5e campaign. It's really cool. I like it a lot. And then next Friday, the big shout out here, is on Last Caravan RPG. I will be facilitating for Viva La Queer Bar. It's a cute little slice of life TTRPG, where we have decided we're going to do like a superhero, like inspired kind of place. I think it's going to be really cool. I'm very excited for my table. I know they're going to really bring it, so it's going to be great. But yeah, that's me.
Wait, what channel was that on again?
Lost Caravan RPG.
Lost Caravan, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
17th.
I know you're on a couple of different lens.
I know, I wander.
Not all who wander are lost.
Beautiful.
Al.
Hi, my name's Al Lucart. I'm an artist, and I'm all over the internet. I'm going to post my link tree so you can pick your social media of choice. Oh, thank you. I'm most active on TikTok and Blue Sky, I would say. Thank you for the game tonight, HP. You're such a good DM. So patient. Thank you. I had fun.
And T. T, you're still muted.
All right, I'm here. Hi, I'm T, and you can catch me here on alternating Fridays. Hopefully next week, as long as things go good. Otherwise, I am on Twitter sometimes. I guess X or whatever they call it now. As Dr. T Houston. I also, I think that's it. I hang out in Neon Lights Roleplay if you guys want to chat sometime, and I hope you have a good rest of your week.
Perfect. And Janie?
Hi, I'm Janie. I am on social media. I play things. I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm everywhere and nowhere at the same time. I exist. You exist. We all exist.
Perfect. Fantastic. I am the Last Hit Point Hero. I will be over, right here on Neon Lights for Odyssey of the Dragonborn. And yeah, that's pretty much all I'm doing right now that's broadcast to the masses. So thank you for joining us. We're going to take just a couple minutes to chit chat because there's a few things that we want to talk about, including Hex Temp character and kind of what was going on in the background and what kind of some of the intentions were. Yeah, just kind of the curiousness of limited information. I think that's how I will put it. So for my end of things, it's funny because I don't know if funny is the word for it. I find it funny. my brain takes a lot of shortcuts once I start picturing something. So sometimes I either don't give a piece of information because I'm already envisioning it that way, or the piece of information I give is from my perspective instead of from someone else's. So the kind of at the end of that, from the time all of you slid down that tunnel, there was a third drow that was sent back. The third drow was going to go back to get the boss drow and bring him back, so that there could be essentially a more difficult conflict. Balancing the silent tongue, the sign language of the drow, when they can see in the dark and you can't. Limiting vision from the bright light being dim light of 20 feet. And everyone speaking in different languages made that quite an interesting juggling act at the end. For me, it's very funny that as we kind of step back and take the pieces apart, it is 100% on board for Mirth to then chuck that dagger at the only strange him in the group. And I love that even with that mess of all of that, that conclusion is still one that I think is the one I enjoyed hearing the most. Because it was an appropriate amount of misunderstanding mixed with the limited information. So, I guess the question is, if it's even a question, when all of you are kind of playing characters, how do you approach the things that you know as a player and separate those from the things that your character knows? Is that something you think about often? Is it something you're deliberate about? How do you kind of go about it?
I try to be deliberate about it.
For me, okay.
Oh, 1 second, T. Go ahead, Janie.
No, I try to really keep separate what I know from what the character knows, because I don't want to mix it up. I want things to play out like not like they're supposed to, but I don't want to use spoilers.
Okay, so yeah, you kind of see it as spoilers for yourself in some way.
Yeah.
Yep. T, you'd start to say something.
Oh no, I was just saying. For me, a lot, because Brom is pretty stupid. At least I think so, in terms of like things that he knows and things that he doesn't. And I am a science person, and I know lots of things that I definitely know that he does not know. So, I mean, it's not an uncommon thing for me to do, since I think only like 2 of my characters are like STEM characters, and the rest of them are normal people with normal knowledge bases for the most part.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a balance, because like, Heck the player, for example, knows everything about these 3 characters that just like happen to, get to the bottom of this cave, and Valkyrie like can recognize like, okay, these people have like pretty good looking equipment, like look, if they made it down here, like they seem pretty tough, but like she wanted to test that still, and that's why I like, was like, okay, we should probably do a combat, like, for her to, like, even really establish, like, what their abilities are. Because heck, the player knows. And, like, so that's what kind of, like, caused, like, an intercrossing, I think, a little bit. It kind of bridged the information for me to, like, make a decision to, like, put it out in the story, if that makes sense.
I come from my cat is scratching the chair so hard right now. I come from a narrative or collaborative story game approach, which Dane knows. And so my thought is, like, D&D is a very individualist game, right? You have autonomy over your character, and it's a very crunchy or rules-heavy game. So for that reason, a lot of people, if you're willing to do all of the crunchy numbers, it's pretty accessible to people, because all you have to take care of is your one character. My approach is more collaborative. Like, I love games with equal narrative authority, so that's relevant to this in regards to my approach with Mirth is doing what's interesting over. I honor meta 100%. I think I overthink it, but I also think letting go of the desire to do things perfectly or to have your character be cool in a certain kind of way, like, free yourself from those dark shackles, it's so much more interesting to roll with like the collaborative approach of, okay, how does it look to spectacularly fail at something or do it differently? That said, you threw us a curveball tonight, DM. Like tonight was filled with all sorts of necessarily, dear readers, because some of our core cast is missing tonight. We had to do a little bit of selective deciding before the game. We had to do a little bit of checking in and being like, okay, this is roughly the framework that makes sense, because we know that, you know, certain characters will eventually be returning or whatnot. So that was a little bit trickier tonight, I admit. But in the moment, I'm a really external processor, as everyone knows. So I typically tend to speak up about what I and Mirth are thinking. But I'll make sure to tag for that better next game, too. I'll like do a hand symbol to indicate when I'm out of character. Because the entire time I was waxing about how hot that elf guy is, I was like, I should specify who is saying this right now. It's me.
And I will say from my end of things, generally, I can tell when people are speaking in and out of character. And usually, if I interject as though your character said something, it's because I personally would find it ridiculously amusing if I did say it out loud. So when I engage with those things that you say out loud as part of the game, it's because the idea of Mirth or Brom or Astoria or May doing that amuses me. And so it's almost like a DM narrative fight where I just say, okay, all of that was internal, but this part was said out loud.
This part was out loud. It's a great call in too to help when somebody derails, like, and myself and everybody does it eventually players wise. It's a really great way to kind of be like, hey, back here. It's fantastic. It's super slick too, actually, to do that, to be like, oh yes, and also, and you're like, shit. It's great. Yeah. It's very slick.
It's a funny reminder because it does a couple things. One, it reminds someone that is talking about something that we're kind of in a game that's a different world. And I have no problem with talking out of character. That's not a problem at all. But I have also sat at tables where you talk out of character for so long that there's like, okay, well, we've sat here for 35 minutes planning what to say to this person who's standing in front of us. And so there is this kind of balancing act between, yes, we do have to have extra time to make this stuff up because we are making it. But we also kind of have to do something. And so there's been times in other games where I've said, so like if they were standing in front of a mayor and they were talking about, well, what should we tell him? How much should we tell him? I've said, the mayor kind of looks at you awkwardly and says, are you all right? You all haven't said anything for a while. And I've had groups that say, oh, well, we're going to go off to the side for a huddle real quick. And eventually whoever they're talking to will wander over and go, is everything okay? I have other things to do today. You know, so those like little things like that are ways that make people, one, it's a reminder that yes, we're doing this. And two, it immediately makes them think about their character. Yeah. Because they immediately picture their character doing that. And so both T and Al, the two of you, have big reactions when I do it, when either of you are doing something like that. I can almost see the color of the light behind your eyes change as you switch out of T and into Brom and go, oh, wait, what if Brom would say that? Like, I can see that switch flip, and I get this like sick enjoyment of seeing that switch. And then I know that you are thinking about Brom doing whatever it is that T just said. And I always find that I don't know how to describe it other than it's this weird little psychological feeling that I get, because I know in that moment, you and I are picturing the exact same thing happening as though we were watching it on TV together. And that's what's special about games like this to me, because we have these moments and you can see it between each other when, you know, any of you click during a conversation in game, or anyone clicks and role play, or somebody chuckles and then the other person chuckles right after because both of you picture it. Those are the things I love. Those things, I'm literally getting chills thinking about it right now. that's what I love about games like this, because we are sharing something that does not exist, that we have both made up essentially independently, but we're seeing the same thing. And I
It's the
love that.
best.
So yes, I will, when someone is talking out of character, I almost always. I don't think there's any time I'm genuinely fully confused. But yeah, if I speak up like that, it's exactly what I'm doing. It's that reminder of action, but also that, hey, what if?
You're so much classier about it than me. When I'm DMing, I lay it. I think I come on a little hard. I'm going to use your technique from now on.
It's a good one.
It's funny.
It is.
Yeah, and I don't know. It tickles that part of TTRPGs.
It's so good, yeah.
The other thing that I wanted to bring up is the huge amount of information that I dumped on Heck like 12
I feel
hours
like if
before
it
game.
had been any other day, I think I would have been able to like read the information and really absorb it, because like I read it. I read it multiple times. I know I did, but like the information just didn't stick. If it had been any other day, full disclosure, chat, today was one of my surgery days for vet school, so I'm just like, my brain head is so empty after that at this point. So I'm just like,
Yes.
I
Oh, yeah.
probably would have absorbed it better if it was not today.
Well, and so it's also because of the things I had going on. I did this on my computer this morning right after I woke up. So like I think at 7:08 my time is when you got that first dump. And
I was
later,
like, I was already like having to
Oh, yeah,
do
you were
things
gone.
at that point. I was gone.
and later on, I was on my phone, and when was it? It was later this afternoon when I realized, oh, you would have a completely different idea of the layout of this dungeon than they had. And so I have to give you one more piece of information about what you know about this dungeon and how far your group has gone and their group. And so at 3 this afternoon, I sent you another paragraph, but I did that from my phone. And when I did that, I looked at how massive that text was that I sent when you look at it on a phone.
I know,
I said, what did
I
I
looked at it
just
later
do to
and-
Heck? Because if Heck looked at that on their phone, they probably threw
Which
up
I
and
did.
thought I was crazy. Because it looks like a mile of text on a phone.
But I mean, like, I was glad to have the information, whatever of it I ended up using, and what like actually stuck. And I was like, yeah, I think this would have played a lot differently if like more of it had stuck. I was like, man, I really did like choose, I think, the hardest role for myself for this. I could have just been like, oh yeah, there's like a random Knoll that's now a super fan of the group and that's gonna follow you around. I didn't have to choose a drow, but I did. It was like, and I don't know why I did that, because I really don't know a lot about the like drow culture. It's like, I know like a very passing amount of information, but like I think some of the least out of everyone at the table. So I was like, why did I do this? Like, why did I think I could do that? But I don't know.
You did great.
I think you did awesome. I think it was fantastic. There was the only reason I reminded you is because the goal of that is how to put your character in a position where they weren't expected to side against the party.
Mm-hmm.
And that was kind of the purpose of a lot of that, was your character's background, the information that you have puts you in a position where you don't have to side against them. In fact, you're encouraged not to. Because that was like, as soon as all of you got in a fight at the very beginning of the session, I kind of went, well, how many DMs should I send to try and help out so that things don't go poorly? You know, I'm like, oh, do I send T a DM that says, please don't swing your sword so hard?
That's the thing. Like, I wasn't too worried, because like this build, I was like, I didn't even really like think about it this much until like I actually looked through it like right before combat, and I was like, oh my god, this is actually an amazing combination of like between getting darkness as a racial trait, and then the class trait, like Arms of the Astral stuff is like, it's incredible. Like this subclass of monk is amazing. I was like, oh, this is gonna pair perfectly. This is fun. I'll be totally fine. So yeah, I took one hit Because I also got to get magic items, and I took bracers of defense, which takes my AC up to 21. So I'm like,
Perfect.
set.
So I will share with everyone the general story of the drow here, just so that everyone has it, and it's not going to matter after the fight next session. So there is a drow mage who came with a party of drow up into these tunnels. It's already in the Icewind Dale module. They're already there. The only difference is we added Hex character to them. They came up. They know the way to Yithrin. They know Yithrin's important. They sent word back. Hey, we found cool stuff. Please send reinforcements so we can basically take as much as we want. That's going to take a long time for reinforcements to arrive. The message that did come back, that went to Valkyrie, is from your matron, the matron of your house, that said, I don't want this male getting credit for finding this. Kill him. You get the credit for it. And so that was the information that was sent.
Oh.
So we have what ends up being a political mess.
And that's why that's why Valkyrie even gave the warning to Mirth in the first place, because if it didn't matter, I feel like she would probably just fight it out alongside the other drow. But no, it does matter here.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
So anyway, that is all of that. We've chit-chat about those odds and ends. Those were the two things I wanted to bring up. Is there anything anyone wanted, any comments, questions, concerns, conundrums, qualms?
May did not want to waste her spell slots on them.
Okay.
Fair.
That's fair. That's fair.
She is just, I guess, preoccupied, or I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, she also couldn't see them, so I think it's fine to not want to.
In the grand scheme of things, May saw the least of the drow.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
May was fine. May was vibing.
She's been doing that more.
Everybody eating 2 pears and stopping before I got to give you a mystical symbol.
I had this horrible feeling about them. I was like, I'm not eating any of these.
Terrible tease.
No.
Hey, look! He munched those pears.
Yes, he did.
He ate as many pears as I would.
Shout out to all the pear.
I don't need to eat anymore. My health filled all the way up.
I should have lowered how much health they gave. I thought about it, but then I saw how much health you all were missing. So that is it. Thank you so much for joining us, hanging out. Thank you, players, for I just had a blast. I always do. I look forward to this game. I believe, will be back to our typical expected crew in. Oh wait.
2 weeks.
Second. Yes, 2 weeks. We will be here. We discussed it. Yep. So, meet us here on the day after Thanksgiving, where we will get back together, see what this mystery drow brings to further enter chaos into this. And until then, holy cow, be good. That's the rule. Be good. See you next time.
And please stick around for the raid, everyone. We're going to Lost Caravan RPG. They're doing a charity week for Extra Life, so stick around.
Cool.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.